Lauren and Jake here with us as well. It is 7 o'clock hour. That means now we are also live on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X pages. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad you're with us. The phone number 330-450-9292. The text line 330-269-9292. This hour, like I said, we've got tickets to give away to see Halsey at Blossom Music Center Friday, June 13th. 8 o'clock hour, your call Wednesday. Your request around 8:30. Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He'll be joining us. Glad you are here with us. Text messages. Good morning, early risers. Christian, Lauren, Jake, White Van Guy checking in. The East Canton Wizards season came to an end last night in the district semifinals. Just want to say I'm proud of all of them. Have a great day, guys. Shout out East Canton. Mustache Master checking in. How's everyone feeling today? Cold?
Tired.
I'm a little tired too, and I felt like I got a decent sleep. I didn't feel like I was up all night or tossing and turning, but I also a little bit tired.
I had a hard time falling asleep last night, which I was surprised. I think I was like overly tired. Like, have you ever done that? Like, where you don't follow your schedule and like it throws you off, and like you know you're tired, but you can't fall asleep.
Yes,
that was me last night.
My brain won't shut off. Yes.
Yeah.
Like anytime I'm off my schedule, like when we came home from Great Wolf on Monday night trying to go to sleep. Nope.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I was like, gotta get up.
Yeah.
Alarm set. My alarm set. I gotta check my alarm again. Is it set? Okay, am I good?
How many times you check it? Like, I have a problem. I check
if it hits my head, it'll drive me nuts till I look. I'll try to go to sleep and I have to look.
No, me too.
I'm like, because if we're late, maybe everyone's gonna know.
Like, Tony will say something to me. He'll be like, "Why are you checking your phone again?" I'm like, "Alarm." He's like, "It's set, Lauren. You never touch it. It's on Monday through Friday." I'm real paranoid the first few days back after vacation. I do turn it off.
Always the night before a vacation, even a couple of days off, when I'm kind of get back into that 4 a.m. wake up. I always am. My brain's just working. Like, you better wake up. You can't sleep in. You got to do this. You missed this. You got to do this now. You got to do this when you get back because you missed a couple days.
Do you set more than one alarm?
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I don't do the snooze thing. I don't do that,
either.
But I do set like an alarm to go off 5 minutes after my first alarm to go off, and then like, what are you doing? Get up alarm.
Me too. There's 3 of them, and sometimes I forget to turn off alarm 2 or 3, and then Tony's real happy because that wakes him up, and he has to turn it off.
Yeah, even though I'm in the bathroom, the bathroom's in the bedroom, and it's like,
yeah.
I've had the bed to myself the last 2 nights.
Oh, why?
We are trying round 2 of trying to get Jim to sleep in his own room consistently.
Yeah.
We were not the best at it. I'm gonna be honest; it didn't bother me. I understand.
Will eventually.
I understand. People be like, "Oh, terrible parenting." I understand. Some people be like, "Dude, that's your kid. Whatever."
To each their own. I mean, I think everybody.
I don't think there's a right or wrong way. We're trying to. The crib is now a bed, so we're hoping maybe that he doesn't feel as.
See, I feel like it gives them confidence when they can finally be in their own room.
But she's been in there with him.
But when he's like 5, it's not as cute that he crawls in bed with you, especially when you want snuggle time with your woman.
I agree. I'm gonna be honest. Years 1 to 2.
Yeah.
I like it. Love a little guy.
No, of course.
Hanging out.
They're the snuggliest.
I don't care. I'll take whatever criticism. It's fine. I wouldn't give it up.
I miss those days of them crawling into bed with you, and they had those huggy pajamas on that like hug their little fat rolls on their legs and stuff. They're so cute.
No, but she's spearheading it, and I'm letting her. It's not as easy. And we said this before I got the whole CPAP thing. I was like, now sleep train. How am I supposed to do that? That could be all on you, and am I supposed to walk around with my
carrying your machine,
carrying my machine?
Right.
Like, it can't be all on you. But what do you want me to do? Like, I'm hooked up like freaking Darth Vader. What do you want me to do? I'll take it in the room with him. It's gonna be a little harder.
But what was her response? Yeah, I got this on my own.
She's like, no, I'd rather have you here
that's true.
with our son and me.
Yeah.
Than not here. I was like, all right. I'm not putting it on her. She tells me, like, I'll take it in there. But I was like, it's not as easy when you just get up and she's doing it. So last night I had the room to myself.
Yeah. That's a big old bed, too. You could, like, roll around.
Oh, it is. It is. I'm like, you sure? Okay. All right. Oh, woo. Just
whatever. Even with Jimmy and Jamie, and like, you could probably still fan out quite well.
Yeah. So, like I said, sure, a lot of people know. Some people never once did the kid in the bed. We did. And I got to be honest, we're going to stop it, but I got no regrets.
Do you ever feel like King is too big?
The king?
Yeah.
Too big? No.
You don't like
I
to
like it a lot.
snuggle?
We do, but ours are adjustable.
Right.
Besides adjustable, which is pros and cons to that, too.
Right, because you've got the
I can
seam,
tell you
right?
things I don't like about that, too.
Yeah.
Cool, you can elevate, you can do all that, go zero gravity and all that. But there's still a little divide.
Right.
In the bed.
So when you're trying to get together, it's like...
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Good and bad. You good and bad. I do like that I can adjust mine. It doesn't affect her.
Yeah.
There's also some... I don't really think about it too much when I do them. Like, hey, wait. Happy hump day. Big D's wifey's with us. Hey, Big D's wife. How you doing?
Morning.
Glad you are with us. Did your kids ever sleep in bed with you, or were you like, no from the jump?
No, from the jump. The only time that we would let them get in bed with us, was if they had a bad dream, we would let them slide into bed with us until they really calmed down and relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, and then put them back.
Yeah, we would put them back in bed. But to be fair, we didn't have a king-size bed. We had a queen-size bed. And, I mean, it's more difficult. But I don't know. They stayed in bed with us. We had a co-sleeper, when they were still getting up through the night and feeding. Just to make feeding easier. But I also had a bassinet next to the bed. So most of the time they went in the bassinet. I might, for a little while, if they seemed wide awake, put them in the co-sleeper thing between us. But it had hard walls, so you couldn't roll on the kid.
I got you. I don't remember ever sleeping in my parents' bed as a kid.
I'd get the floor. I'd go in and
I
be
was
I'm
allowed
terrified.
the floor.
Yeah.
If there was a bad thunderstorm, and I was definitely afraid of storms.
Me too.
They would let me make a little blanket bed on the floor, and that was it. There was no getting in bed. And
oh, yeah.
My dad sometimes wouldn't let me come in when there was a storm, and I was scared to death.
Oh, because he wanted you to man up.
He did. He was not a fan
I was
of that
terrified too, though, so I don't blame you.
He's like, it's a GD storm. Go to bed.
No, but all the things they teach you at
the
school about electricity, and a kid got struck by lightning where I went to school.
But the lightning's going to hit us. He's like, let it hit you. I remember.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
to bed.
Right.
Pops would always. He had no time for that, man. No time.
No,
he didn't. No, but so I don't remember. I don't believe I ever slept in bed with my parents. I don't believe I did. I don't know, Jake. Do you even remember? Are you old?
I know that we didn't sleep in their bed, but I remember my mom sleeping in our beds.
See, I've done that when they were super sick or something.
Yeah,
I would go in and lay with them. I didn't care. I'd take one for the team. I'd get whatever they had. I just didn't want them to be alone, and I wanted to see how they were.
Happy hump day. Stay warm. Random Swiftie girl. There you go.
I mean, you're talking about something like that, though. Was it just
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Mom busting in time for a slumber party? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's natural to sleep with your kid. All mammals do. It's God's way of keeping the baby making to a minimum. Well, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fair enough. Pink Jeep Girl says break. She's right. It's Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile on Q. Saw on our prep service this morning things you shouldn't do if you meet someone online, and it's not a long list at all, but I looked at it just briefly.
Yeah,
this is scary as hell. I'm not saying these things aren't true, but let's be honest. I think in 2025, I think a lot more people meet online than in person.
Maybe. I'm glad I never had to deal with that. I'd be too afraid. I would have never met somebody because I would have been afraid of ending up in the woods in pieces.
I know we talked about this before, and I'm not trying to go down a sidetrack because I know we're on time. I want to keep us on time, so don't let me. But I'm just briefly saying, it's not like when we were kids and we met people
at school.
I mean, do young kids even go to bars anymore and dance clubs?
I don't know.
Not that we all were just dancing our asses off, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did people in their 20s even truly every Friday go clubbing or go we would go, me and my friends would go to my buddy's house every weekend.
I don't think.
Drink, watch college football, go to the bars, the same 2 or 3 bars every weekend where there was dancing, drinking, patio in the summer. And we were just there.
Not that I'm aware
and I met so many people.
I think now it's more you just get your close group of friends together. I mean, maybe you could network at Cane's because they like to go to Cane's for dinner.
Or Sheets. The teenagers love the Sheets.
There you go.
Out
in our neck of the woods, they all
isn't
go.
This how people are meeting now, more or less?
I mean, probably.
And even if you're our age and you're in the dating scene. Listen, before I met Jamie, where was I meeting people?
Online.
Online.
Yeah, but I feel no matter what, was like the trend you probably would have stuck with online?
I mean,
You're a little shy. It's not like you're
Oh,
just
me?
gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a very unshy online.
In person is what
Oh,
I'm
in
saying.
person, you'd be like, "Were you the guy?" Hello, nice to meet you.
Wait, you said all of
Oh.
those things online, and now you'll barely talk to me in person,
How do you talk about that?
and
But-
then can't say hi.
You can't even make eye contact. I'll have this.
Well, after you said all those things, you probably couldn't make eye contact.
I'll have the cavatelli meatballs. So listen to this. These are what do's and don'ts. Don't give out your personal info, full name, address, or cell phone
Well, duh.
on a dating app. Not even your name? I'm supposed to change my name?
What was that app
Benjamin.
where you literally could like meet up with people just to?
All of
Tinder?
them. Yeah, Tinder was mostly used for
Yeah, but how did you would had to have given out your address? Is my point.
some point.
Yeah.
Do talk before meeting. Call him from a private line that won't appear on his caller ID.
Jeez.
What?
Can't you still hit like *67?
This is like lie. Give a fake name. Call from someone else's phone. Don't assume anything he said online is true. In one study, 81% of online daters admit to lying on their profile. Well, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
But we're talking about lying
Hold on,
about.
though.
We're
It's
talking
not-
about like height, weight.
They're saying men. I think women do it just as much.
But I mean, no one's lying like I'm really a serial killer. I mean, I think they're lying just about maybe their age, their height, their weight, their hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much makeup. I don't think they're lying. You know what I mean? Like wanted for murder.
I mean, it'd be cool if they were upfront like that, but I
That'd
doubt
be
they're
kinda cool.
right.
Listen, before this goes any further, I have killed people.
Right.
Do meet in public for the first time. Someplace you know well, not his turf. So don't go to his town. You go to your town.
Yeah, because he may know more than you do.
Do tell someone where you're going
Always.
or bring a friend with you.
I've done that. I've sat at the other table and watched the date go down.
Have you?
Yep.
I believe you.
Oh, I mean,
I believe you would do it even if you weren't
I
asked
have
to.
belly crawled in bushes to witness like a first
Jesus
kiss
Christ.
with one of my friends.
I believe that too. Don't decide to sleep with a guy before you've met.
Oh my gosh,
No-
how could you?
No matter how intimate you've been online, if he expects it and you're not 100% game, say, I've enjoyed meeting you online, but I want to take this part slow.
Oh boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why
Look,
would you?
the sexting's fantastic.
Why would you ever
But now that
commit to
we're-
doing that though? Because what if you get there and in person you get the ick?
Who commit? He's like, hey, before we meet, are you committing for sex? I do commit.
I do think there's some men that ask that though.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, so that I don't know if that's for dating or to stop an abduction, but
Either way, I
that's
think
what
it's-
I found is a list of things
I
you're
think it
supposed
is
to do.
sage advice. I'm sorry.
So, in closing, make a fake name, call him from a private line, and make sure there's no caller ID. Assume everything he's saying is lies. Let me see here. Do not meet in public for the first time on his turf. It's got to be yours, ladies. Make sure someone knows where you're going or bring the friend along with you. And do not commit to any type of physical encounters, even if you've had intimate encounters on the phone. There you go, ladies. Happy dating. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Be safe.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
I mean,
All right, well, Jake, speaking of, you said you actually had rage this morning.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I got scammed again.
Scammed?
Yeah.
Did you
By
go
who?
buy an inflatable or something and totally
No, not that big. I was talking to you earlier when Christian was on his vacation that I used to have as a child this 8-foot tall inflatable Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
And we a couple years ago got rid of it. I don't know. We must have gotten a hole in it. I don't really remember what happened to it. But this year I was like, I want to get that snowman again. Like it was one of my favorite parts of Christmas as a child.
Yeah.
And so I did research on it. It's a 2002 Frosty the Snowman. They don't really sell it anymore, so you have to find somebody that will sell it to you. And I looked forever and I couldn't find it. And then I joined this Facebook group, buy or sell trade holiday inflatables and animatronics. And one day during the show, it was just came up on my feed, and I was like, "That's the exact snowman." It was like $60 or whatever, and I messaged him and I said, "I live in Ohio. I'll pay for shipping. I want it." And he was like, "Okay, what's your zip code?" I told him, and he's like, "It'll be $15 for shipping." I'm like, "Great." I gave him the money, and I still don't have it.
Have you reached out to him?
I have, and
How
he
long
has-
has it been?
A couple days before Christmas.
Did you report him at least?
No, I did reach out to him, and he didn't. No reply.
When did you reach out to him?
A couple weeks ago.
You want me to reach out to him for you?
Sure.
We'll deal with this.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it wasn't a whole lot of money, but still.
No, I hate people like that. I hate that people do that to people. I really do. Like, I don't understand, like, what kind of human does that. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of trash bag human, like, does that to people?
Yep.
And, like, sees nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Sees nothing wrong with it. Like, ha, you got your money.
Yeah. No, they
What?
for sure don't. They think it's no big deal.
And now won't even respond to any of your... That sucks.
Yeah. Sorry to hear
Did you
that.
try
buddy.
No. Well, I bought it off of Facebook. So it was Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I said you looked other places. Did you look eBay?
I
You
did
couldn't
look
find it?
eBay, and it was pretty expensive. So maybe I
Oh,
should.
yeah. You
Yeah.
should try typing in G.I. Joe aircraft carrier on eBay and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's real bad. You're never getting that thing,
You'll
buddy.
cry. You'll absolutely cry. Let's go to the... that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. $7:24 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Good morning. How we doing out there? Hope you're having a very nice Wednesday morning. Someone text. I used to get in bed with my kid to read a story. Would wake up in the morning with the books on me. I'm sure I read 2 books last night before bedtime.
I kind of miss that, like getting in, because we had one of those gliders where the ottoman would go to. Like we'd snuggle up in the
glider.
chair and we'd read. But we would go in. I was telling Christian off air, like I had one really, really good sleeper and one really, really bad sleeper. My son had colic, so he was the bad sleeper initially. But after that first year, like you could literally walk him into his room and be like, "I love you, good night," after he had his bottle and all that kind of stuff, and you'd lay him down. Yeah, you'd lay him down, and he'd be like, if he could have thrown up a peace sign, I'm pretty sure he would have. Like he was just done. He would go to sleep. My daughter, on the other hand, you'd have to read 2 books, lay on the floor next to her bed. Then you'd think she's asleep, and you start to belly crawl, and she'd be like, "Where are you going?" And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you see those videos of parents trying to sneak out of the bedroom, and the kid wakes up, and the parents just like, oh.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. She went through that for like a year.
Hilarious one I saw on TikTok. The dad was getting up, and he was maneuvering around, and he accidentally hit a stuffed animal that made noise.
Mm-hmm.
and the stuffed animal made this loud noise. The kid woke up, and the dad literally just sat in the bed and went,
yeah.
Like he was so dejected that he had to start the process all over again.
Yeah, we had to get to a point where we did let Marin cry it out for a little while. And actually, it was Tony that was going to cave before me. I mean, she was like toddler. She wasn't before, like little.
Yeah, I'd cave before Jamie.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to that, I have. I would definitely cave.
I miss them being.
You hear it, and you're
little,
like, oh.
I miss doing like bath time and book time, and then they smell so yummy because I'm just a classic like Johnson and Johnson's baby, shampoo and the lotion and all that kind of stuff. And I just miss how snuggly and clean they were. They're so cute.
I love those days. And another one of my thought processes, there's going to be a day where he no longer wants to snuggle with mom and dad, no longer wants to be picked up.
Oh, have you read the poem?
That's going to come. No, but it's a
dude,
fact.
I know.
So I'm like, why would I not take every snuggle, take every moment?
Yep, you should.
And remember it and be in the moment.
Drink it up.
And love it, because there's going to be a time where it's like, Dad, put me down. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, when he's like 15. Like, what are you trying to do?
Let me hold you, son. I'm 28. All right. Fair enough. My back hurts anyway.
Well, it's like what they say in that poem, though, is that you won't remember. You won't know. You won't.
No one knows the last time they're going to pick up their kid.
Right.
Yep.
And it's super sad when you think about it.
Yep. So I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to drink it in.
Yeah, you should.
I'm going to drink it in.
Yeah.
DJ Dinger and Lil Miss K checking in. Have a great day. Shout out to Seb.
Oh, good morning, Sebastian.
Shout out to Seb. Just because we have a couple minutes here, this isn't really a topic, but just I was going to talk about it yesterday, forgot about it. So I got home and I went, poop. Saw something for the first time in my life. I saw a pre-complaint by a customer.
A pre-complaint?
A pre-complaint. A complaint before you could even complain.
How so?
I'm glad you asked. I was going to tell you anyway. We were at Culver's. I remember I mentioned I went to Culver's.
Yeah.
It's, I think, a really good burger place. I think there's one in Canton somewhere. Not a ton of them around, but I like Culver's. I only went there once. First time I ever went was on the way to Ocean City, Maryland. Thought it's pretty good. Crinkle fries are pretty good. Burgers
There's one
pretty
in Belden.
good.
I've never had their burgers or their food, but we have had ice cream there. We've gotten shakes.
They have ice cream. They have.
Yeah.
It was weird. It's a burger and fry place, but they have mashed potatoes as a side. And I haven't tried them yet, but I would.
It doesn't surprise me that you would.
So we're sitting there, and it was busy. They were understaffed. And I got to give up to these staff because they knew they were overstaffed. They knew they were running behind between drive-thru and the people in there. They were hustling, and but they were hustling, but they weren't overwhelmed. And they were very succinct and very good at relaying, listen, we're here. We see you. We recognize you. We're understaffed. We're working as fast as we can. We'll be right with you. Like, they were communicating.
Which is great. That would make me stay.
See, that's to me. I'm like, you know what? I got no problem with that.
Right.
I got no problem with that.
It's when you stand there and act like I'm not standing there that I have a problem.
Right. There was a guy, man, and it was just everything was, they were running out of ice. Their ketchup needed reloaded.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, all the little things that would make it busy
it was
even
like
worse
the perfect
for them.
Storm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So we all were like, oh, man, like,
that sucks for them.
I was talking to not daughter because she'd wait. I was like, oh, they're going through it right now. It's all happening at one time. But I was really impressed with how professional all of them were. Yeah. And communicated. So this old guy's in front of us. I would say probably 70s. You know what I mean? And this girl, she was on the phone with a customer who was, that was funny too. So she's on the phone with a customer that would not get off the phone with her. She's trying to take orders. She's running the front. And she's getting food ready for another tray to take out. She's loading it. And the guy goes, Miss. And she's like, yes. She's like, I'm going to be right with you. He's like, no. See how that burger looks? Yeah. I don't want my burger to look like that when I order it. I haven't ordered yet.
Oh my God.
I said it out loud. Not daughter told me to shut up. I go, is he complaining before he's even ordered? And he did look at me and I was just like, bro.
Well, right.
You haven't even ordered. You're literally going to point to the lady and go, see that burger? I don't want my burger to look like that. Yeah. He goes, I'm not mad. I just don't want my burger to look like that burger right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, he didn't even order. I've never seen a pre-complaint before. Never seen it.
I have. I can't remember the
in all my years of seeing
I know
rude
exactly what you're talking about. I think it's
taken his order yet.
It's probably a rude person thing, but I think it's an older rude person thing. Does that make sense?
Probably.
Like they feel like they have the right to be like, that's not how you make a burger. Back in my day, this is what we did.
I was like, bro,
Well,
she's not. First of all,
it's
she's
2025.
dying out here. You can see she's slammed.
Right. And she's trying to be so nice and keep it together.
You're stopping her from getting that order ready to get to your order.
That you haven't ordered yet.
That you haven't ordered yet, and you're already yelling at her, and she hasn't even taken your order.
Yeah.
You are pre-complaining. That's a first. Never seen that before. I don't know.
That sucks.
Tex, that's probably the type of guy who would complain if you gave him $10 because it wasn't 20. The guy was just, and the best, he goes, I'm not mad. All right, well, you fooled me. It's like, you're kind of being an a-hole.
You're being very, very preemptive, I guess.
And it was just like, this guy, freak, never seen. Never seen. That was a first for me. First in life. In my 40s,
I get mad about a lot of dumb things, but I would never want to embarrass somebody publicly or, you know what I mean? To me, why? Why was that necessary? If you got a burger that looked like that once you ordered, fine. If you want to complain, if that's not what you want it to look like or how it should be, then you can say something. Yeah, I feel bad for them. And I feel bad for the people too that
even ordered yet.
We've actually been places where it's exactly like what you're talking about, where it seems like their whole world is crashing down and burning.
And you just feel bad.
You do, man. But then other people are so rude. The things they say, and they say it, I love the whole passive aggressive thing. Let me say something. It's going to be super rude, but I'm going to do it with my back turned to you and in a way that you're not going to be able to respond to it, but you're going to hear it.
Yeah. No, people are rude.
Yeah.
There are rude people out there. I don't. That was a first. That was a first for me. That was one of the oddest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it wasn't crazy. No brawl, no fight. No one was throwing. I just thought it was like, you're literally.
You kind of would have made it funnier if she would have been like, this burger, pow, threw it at him.
Oh, God.
Get out of here.
To say I'm not mad while complaining
means
like
you're
that
mad.
Tells me you're going to be a jerk, but you're doing it anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, no, yeah.
100%.
To stop her when she wasn't even working on your food.
Yeah.
To tell her.
And she slammed, and it's obvious.
You don't want your food to look like that food. I was like, man. Does anyone else? What are weird things you've witnessed in fast food places or stores where you're like, wow.
Or have you ever seen a pre-complainer?
Yeah. Has anyone else ever seen a pre-complainer? It's impressive. Let's take a look at sports at 7:33. It's Q92. They want to work at the zoo.
Why?
I don't know. It always seemed like that whenever you'd ask, well, what are you doing? They would always be like, I'm going to be a dental assistant. That was, I felt like, the number one thing if you talk to a erotic dancer that they wanted to do.
Okay, can we talk about the amount of times that you have frequented the
I would do
gentleman's club and have had life conversations with your stripper?
More than once.
Okay.
Don't forget, I was the guy trying to avoid spending money.
Oh, you were like the friend.
I would tell. It was so easy to sit and enjoy an evening in a strip club. And I've said this before. If you've listened over the years, you know this. I've said this before. All you have to do, the first one that comes up to you, when she's like, "Oh, how's your day going tonight?" You're like, "Oh, yeah, it's going. I'm broke." As soon as you say that, you can drink all night and no one bothers you. That spreads
perfect.
like herpes. She goes to the rest of the girls.
Don't go.
Broke. He's broke. Don't waste your time, girls. And now you can have a Bud Light and just sit and enjoy some Motley Crue. Telling you,
it's good to know.
It works
for my next trip to the
never
strip
make
club.
eye contact. That's the same as when you're walking by the kiosk at the mall with the lotion people.
Gosh,
don't do that. And then also when you hear the strip club, we've done this before. I realize it. It's a rerun. When you hear the DJ say, "All dancers backstage, all dancers backstage," go outside, pretend you're smoking, go to the bathroom, hang out for 10 minutes. They're coming around for that 2-for-1 special. And they come right up to you, whether you want them to or not. So
why wouldn't you want them to?
That's when you go to the bathroom.
If you
don't want to spend money,
okay.
Maybe you went with your buddies because all your buddies wanted to go and you weren't feeling it that night.
So isn't it still like telling people out standing outside of doors collecting money and stuff? No, isn't it the same thing?
They don't normally come outside. It's not like they come up and down the street.
I'm saying when you pass somebody and they're like, "Would you like to make a donut?" You're like, "No," and it's so easy for you to do. It's harder for you to tell a stripper no that you don't want the 2-for-1.
It is.
Oh, come on!
It's
Christian.
always tougher when Def Leppard's playing in the background.
2.
I wish Jake would talk more. I like when he talks about Daddy David.
Wow, this is crazy.
$7:36 right here on today's In Music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Again, still to come, that Q to call for a chance to win tickets to go see Halsey at Blossom Music Center on Friday, June 13th. When you hear the Q to call, be caller number 10. Asking you guys one of the oddest things you've ever witnessed as far as a customer complaining somewhere. I told my story about Culver's. The guy pre-complained about his burger before he even ordered it. Someone said on the text line, I was at Chili's in Belden, and one of the customers thought it would be okay to comment on the waitress's attire and keep her held up while they were super slammed. So I interjected, complimented her on what they were complaining about, and then looked at them and said, let's let her do her job. Who cares about her appearance? Good for you.
Yeah.
Sticking up for the waitress.
That's right.
They were sitting there just ripping on her attire?
That's not nice.
Chili's. What's she supposed to have on?
Yeah, what was she wearing?
Did she have enough flair? What movie? What movie?
Oh my gosh, this was Jennifer Aniston. I can see it. Oh.
Yeah.
Is it Office? No, it wasn't Office. Was it Office Space?
Yes, it was Office Space.
What was
Yes,
the other
it
one
was.
that she was in? Coworker? Or what about her job? That's why I was getting confused about which one it was.
I know the Office Space. I don't know what other one you're talking about, but that was for pieces of flair.
Yeah, where's my stapler?
You want to do the bare minimum?
Yeah.
Do you want to do the bare minimum? So wear more flair. And he wouldn't tell her to wear more flair. He would just passive aggressive.
Yeah.
She flicked him off. This is my flair.
Yes.
When I worked at McDonald's, one of the fryers caught on fire.
Oh my gosh.
As we were evacuating the building, some lady in the drive-thru got mad because she was in a hurry and still wanted us to give her her food. Then she called later to complain to say we were rude to her.
There was a fire, ma'am.
No reason not to get my fries.
Oh my gosh.
Eyewitness text line. I witnessed someone ordering a meal at a nice steakhouse, so the meal would have been about $30. She ate everything except a few bites, pulled her hair out of her head and put it in her food, mixed it in. A few minutes later, called the waitress over and said she wanted her meal comped because there was hair in her food.
That's just disgusting, first of all, and so rude.
Oh. I would have told. I would have narked.
I feel bad. Like, have they ever messed up your order and you say something? Like, I'm always very nice to it. I'll be like, this is wrong. Like, we got blah, blah, blah instead. And they'll be like, keep the food. And I'll be like, are you sure you want it back? I know they can't take it back, but I always feel guilty keeping it. For instance, we ordered boneless wings at our favorite local bar in North Canton. Supposed to be boneless wings. It was a dozen of each. Like, we had 2 flavors. They brought us bone-in wings, and we're like, these are supposed to be boneless. And she's like, oh my gosh, and you totally said that, and I totally remember, and I totally did not write the right thing down. She's like, keep them. I'm going to have them drop some boneless wings, and we'll bring them out. Like, are you sure? Then I felt guilty, like, if we even ate them, which I don't really like bone-in wings. So
See, I prefer bone-in over boneless.
I like boneless better. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to be that
I
messy.
could go for some barbecue wings right now from Quaker and the Lube.
Oh, Smokehouse barbecue from Puckers, and oh, so good.
The Chili's waitress had on purple lipstick on Friday night, so that's what they were complaining about.
Oh, come on. It was Valentine's Day, too, so maybe she was just trying to be fun.
I never complained about anything in a restaurant after watching the movie Waiting. That was a funny movie.
I've never seen it.
With Ryan Reynolds. They're all waiters at it's almost like a Chili's TGI Fridays.
That kind of setup.
Shows you all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. There's some funny parts. Like the couple that comes in 15 minutes before closing and they're just getting ready to shut off the fryers.
And then you got
that couple comes in and it was
I've seen it before. Like, we're getting ready to leave and they'll be closing in like 15 or 20 minutes. We're getting ready to pay our bill and leave, and someone walks in. And I'm like, as someone who waitressed, so rude. People will be like, well, you say you're open for another blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, but if you just order 5 minutes before then, we're all going to be here for another hour.
Yeah. You're right. Boneless wings are just adult chicken nuggets. They are not wings.
High five, man. Bring me those adult chicken nuggets all day long.
I really could go for some wings.
I could go for some wings and mac and cheese. That sounds good. I know you don't like mac and cheese.
I do if it's yellow, cheese, and creamy. If it's stringy, I can't touch it.
Oh, man.
If it's multiple cheeses, I can't touch it. It's got to be yellow, fake-ass cheese.
And
Last
only
night,
one kind of yellow fake ass cheese.
When I came home from my basketball game last night,
Yeah.
You know what I made? I made Kraft spirals.
Ooh, the spirals are good because it kind of holds the cheese.
Spirals,
in the
I will say, taste better than the original. And one box is the perfect portion for one person.
You know what?
For
It
some
probably
reason,
is.
not for a family. One box of regular Kraft will do a family.
Yes.
But one box of the spiral will not do a family.
Any of the other shapes, you get less.
Yes. So it's like perfect. Goes a little soup bowl.
Yeah.
It was mwah. Amy had it ready for me when I got home.
I had a biggie bag from Wendy's.
Biggie bag.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Chicken sandwich.
Patient came to the room we were doing CPR on and complained because he wanted his pain meds while you were doing CPR on someone else.
Nice.
Huh.
Wow.
Park Street Pizza in Sugar Creek has the best sweet and spicy wings ever.
They do have really good wings. We have a location in North Canton, too. I love Park Street Pizza.
Y'all are ruining my Pop-Tart talking about all this good food this morning. Sorry.
Right? I know. I'm sorry. But
I
what kind
enjoy
of
good
Pop-Tart?
Pop-Tarts,
Because
too.
I love Pop-Tarts. Yeah.
Two of my favorites. One is the brownie one.
Oh,
Brown
right,
with brown icing with
yeah.
white whatever on it. And I also, believe it or not, even though I don't like it as a whole, I like the s'more one.
That's what Anthony loves, the s'more one.
With
And
a glass of milk.
And the cookies and cream one. Those are his favorite. My daughter is a big brown sugar cinnamon. I like the OG strawberry.
OG strawberry.
Or blueberry.
Someone just said regular strawberry.
Yeah.
Halsey tickets are coming up real soon. I'd keep listening. It's the neighborhood sweater weather. It's cute. There is your cue to call. We are giving away tickets to see Halsey right now. She's coming to Blossom Music Center Friday, June 13th, and we got a pair of tickets to give away. You can win them right now. Just be calling number 10 to 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you're going to see Halsey. Good luck. I don't know. He's over that now. He pretty much is all about monster trucks, Hot Wheels, Ninja Turtles, and unfortunately Chuggington right now. And still cars. He's still very much into cars.
Do they still have fun, like Disney commercials and things like that? Like they used to have Choo Choo Soul with Genevieve.
Choo Choo Soul.
Oh my gosh, it was my
remember
favorite.
her.
Yes! All aboard the Choo Choo train. Yeah, oh my gosh. All aboard Choo Choo.
Never heard of that, my house.
Oh, she was with Genevieve.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram, actually.
Really? What does she look like now?
I believe you do.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Who's pretty?
Genevieve.
And what show is she from?
Well, it wasn't really a show. It was,
Like a
more
commercial,
yeah.
I don't short thing.
Yeah, it was like a short. It was called Choo Choo Soul.
I know. Sorry. You should have him watch The Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets, we're on our way. Yes, that is a great one.
Never heard of that either.
Oh my gosh. They're animals that save other animals in trouble. There's an animal in trouble. Yeah.
Or you need to look up Singing Time with Alex and Leah on YouTube. No.
Okay, I haven't heard of that one. Have you, Jake?
Nope.
Me
You lost me
either.
there.
Wow. It's not often you lose Jake when you're talking about kid shows.
I know, right?
And you just did. Singing with Alex and Leah on YouTube. I don't know who they are. But maybe I'll look into that.
I need to look up Genevieve now. I feel like she's a long-lost friend that I should follow on Instagram.
So she had a show, but it was just shorts? It wasn't like a real show?
Choo Choo Soul was just kind of like a break with songs and I don't know.
My kids are big Miss Rachel fans.
Okay. I've heard
On the
of
text line. I've heard of her, never watched her.
Yeah.
Never watched her.
What was it with Warehouse Mouse, Jake? What was that called?
Warehouse Mouse?
Yeah.
Imagination Movers?
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah. Good job.
Boy, Jake, you can't get Jake to say a word for nothing. You start bringing up your shows on Nickelodeon
I think
and
Jake
Disney.
and I could hang out and watch old kid shows the whole day,
Absolutely.
and I would be totally fine with it.
Q92, hello, who's this?
Hello, good morning, Christian. This is Jennifer.
Jennifer, where are you
my
calling
God.
from?
Am I caller 10?
Yes, you're caller number 10. You're the winner.
Yes. I just pulled into work, so this is fantastic. What a way to start my workday.
There you go.
I'm from Massillon.
Awesome. Well, Jennifer, you're headed to see Halsey at Blossom Music Center on Friday, June 13th. That's another thing you get to look forward to, warmer weather and a Halsey concert.
Oh, awesome. This is fantastic.
Congratulations. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a winner.
Absolutely, Q92.
Listen, a lot of rock stars make some mistakes. Happens?
It's because they get all wrapped up in their
Brooks
fame.
left his wife.
Yeah.
Dropped her. I'm out of here. I met someone else. I'm a Garth Brooks.
He did. He left, and his daughter's very bitter about the fact that he did what he did. He'd go on the road for 10 weeks at a time and leave his family behind, and didn't spend time he should have with his kids. And then when he said, I'm going to pull back and spend time with you, it came out that he had been cheating with Trisha Yearwood, and they were, in fact, getting a divorce.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. See, that's worse than what Bon Jovi did. He just slept with random
Cheating
girls.
is cheating. Oh, my God. How is that not worse?
Because it wasn't a relationship. He was having a full-on relationship. I mean, there's levels. I would say that's level 2 above.
I don't know that one outranks the other.
Well, there's levels of cheating.
Okay.
I think there's levels to it. Where do we start? Maybe, like, on the phone?
Like it only happened once?
No, I'm saying if we're going like levels. If we're really going to do a scale of cheating, where do we start? I would imagine
Emotional cheating.
Emotional cheating. Do we start maybe with the cell phone, like a flirty text, or liking a comment on Instagram?
That's emotional cheating.
That's level 1.
You're using someone else to fill the cup your husband should be filling.
The cup.
Yeah, the emotional cup.
I love it. I would say that's level 1.
Okay.
I'm not saying any is right, but that's level 1.
Okay. Where we're towing it in the water.
Yeah, like we haven't talked to, we haven't hung out.
There's been no physical contact.
Maybe we've liked the bikini pic from that trip to Cabo. I don't know.
With the husband. Go ahead. What's level 2?
Well, now I don't know. We're kind of building this on the fly, but that's level 1. To 7:56 up on the 8 o'clock hour. In the 8 o'clock hour, it's a Your Call Wednesday. Your request from 8 to 9. You can call them up at 330-450-9292, or you could text 330-269-9292. We have it. We'll try to get it on for you. Also at 8:30, Rich DeRocher, as always, will be joining us to talk about the Pro Football Hall of Fame. A couple more texts while we have a couple minutes. I managed a drug mart for years and had a customer complain that he could see the male cashier's bulge in his pants.
Stop.
Odd complaints you've witnessed. That's a good one.
Come on.
I was at the Chester, West Virginia Wendy's the other day, and only 2 ladies were working. I felt so bad as they kept apologizing for my wait. Thank you, ladies, who worked your butts off that evening for us to have dinner.
Yeah.
I appreciate people who appreciate people like that. Would love wings now. All I have is this worthless French toast. Yeah, we put wings in everybody's mind. How many of you are going to get wings tonight because of us? I kind of hope I can get wings, but I don't think I will.
I think we're having lettuce wraps, Asian lettuce wraps.
It's a stark contrast.
Listen, it's what I already had on the menu calendar. It's so good. It's romaine lettuce, and it's like, have you ever had P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps?
No.
Okay, well, they're really
I
good.
don't even like P.F. Chang's. I barely like Chinese food. The only thing I like is General Tso's and white rice.
Boring.
I don't like any of that. I don't like the noodles. I don't like any of that stuff.
Shout out to Jamie this morning.
Yeah, she loves Chinese.
Who makes
She loves
probably
Mexican
so many. Oh, she's my kind of girl.
I won't go to Mexico.
I know.
There's not a Mexican
Talk about
dish
the
I like.
burrito situation.
When I go to the Mexican restaurant, I'm like, "Where's your American menu?" Because I don't think I personally don't like any Mexican.
You can go to
food.
Poncho's out here in Alliance because they have an American menu.
They do. They have a good grilled
and
cheese.
their fries are fantastic.
Their fries are good. I look to see if they have chicken fingers or stuff like that.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Oh,
cheeseburger, hamburger,
hamburger.
no cheese. Yeah. Ketchup and mayo, preferably, if I could get that. Just that. Culver's did that for me. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Just can't do it. Too spicy. You like Mexican food, Jake?
Not really. I'll eat a taco.
But you're not a big.
That's about it.
You never want to go to a Mexican restaurant?
No.
Oh my God. If you were to go like right now, like, where do you want to go to dinner tonight? I'd be like, Mexican.
Yeah.
Like that would be me.
Those lettuce wraps sound like something you'd feed the animals at the zoo.
They're not though. They're so good.
Here, give this to the giraffe. All right.
We'll probably have that and some kind of like jasmine rice or something.
Oh,
like
that sounds
with it.
amazingly terrible.
Oh,
Jasmine
stop.
rice and what's in the lettuce wrap?
The lettuce wrap is like you take ground chicken, but it's a lot of things. Like it's sesame oil and stir fry sauce, and I'm trying to think what else is in there. There's a lot of stuff. Little dash of rice wine vinegar, and anyhow, you brown up the meat and everything, and then it's like a coleslaw mix, so it's like all the cabbage and all that kind of stuff, and
Jesus.
you mix it in with it, so it like wilts and but it still has a little crunch.
So it wilts.
Yeah, and you do that, and then you put it in romaine lettuce cups, and then you sprinkle some green onions on top of it. It's really good.
Jesus, that sound good to you at all?
Not the slightest.
No, that sounds like I'm being punished.
I won't lie. When I told Tony what was on the menu this week, he kind of like made a face at the.
There's nothing
He's eaten the P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps though, and was like, "These are really good." Like I know.
Yeah, but you can't get excited as a man when you hear that's what you're coming home to.
I know.
You
It was
can't.
between that and Hasselback chicken, but I was trying to save the chicken for a night when I knew both kids were going to be.
No, fair enough, but man, that. Sorry, Tony. That's work all day for that, huh?
It might be a snack after dinner kind of night for him.
Yeah. Yeah, smack is in Wendy's. Let's take a look at not sports. Take a look at the news with Jordan Miller on Q92. Okay. I get that. Has this brought any rage out of you yet, Jake? Or are you still rageless?
not yet.
Nothing. Nothing
It
bothers
takes quite
this
a
guy.
bit to get him ruffled.
Yeah, you think something would have pissed him off in the last couple of weeks.
I know.
God, mighty.
It's not.
All right, Jake. Must be nice to live in your little world of Zen, huh?
I used to meditate all the time, actually.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. When I was in high school, when I was going through some breakups, I got a guided meditation app. I would do it every morning before my shower.
Like on a yoga mat or like just in bed?
Just on the bathroom floor.
Wait. So, when in high school, at Jackson High School, I hate when you make me stop the music. And you went through.
I love it.
Someone broke up with you.
Yeah.
And your thought was, how do I get through this? And you got a meditation app.
Yep.
And on your bathroom floor, would meditate every morning.
Every
before
morning
school.
for like a solid couple months. Yeah.
What would
It taught me things like how to set boundaries, how to
I'm glad it worked for you. It was the mental picture of seeing Jake sitting on the bathroom floor.
Yeah, I see, like in your bathroom and downward dog, and just
No, I
like
wasn't doing yoga. I was meditating. I had earplugs in. I got earplugs or headphones.
Did you have a salt lamp or anything?
No.
They say that like helps.
What would you do? Would you like sit Indian style and just close your eyes?
Yep.
Why your bathroom? What's wrong with your bedroom?
I could have done it in my bedroom. I don't know. I just always did it before my shower. So I got my clothes, put them in the shower, meditated, and took a shower.
Was the shower on while you were meditating?
I don't think so.
To create a steamy,
Did you
warm
say-
environment?
Because it was only a 5-minute meditation.
I'm trying to paint a picture. I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say you got out of your clothes then meditated?
No.
Oh, I was like, you were
I got my
nude
clothes-
meditating.
I'm so hoping that's what you said.
I think I did say that, but I didn't mean that. Like I got my clothes ready,
And put them in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
I was still clothed while I was meditating.
So you would sit Indian style on your cold bathroom floor as opposed to your bedroom.
Yeah, did you put a towel down or
There was a
mat?
rug. There's bathroom rugs.
Okay.
And you would what? Like, would there be music playing?
Yeah, it has soft, music. It was like guided meditation, so he would tell you to.
I've done it with the Calm app, like the breathe in,
Yeah,
hold it, now breathe out through the nose.
yeah. He would just
know what I
talk to you
mean?
about certain things, and it was always every day was a new lesson or whatever.
And usually, there's some ocean waves crashing in the background, some very calming sort of musical or audio stimulation.
Wow, that is.
I tried to use the Calm app. I tried to meditate when I was having my surgery done because they kept me awake for it.
That is.
I wigged out. There was no amount of meditation that could have calmed me down.
And did it help you?
Yeah, it did. It got me through some stuff, and it calmed me down, and I learned some things.
Oh,
Was it like this?
we needed some Enya to back
Sure.
this up. Do you know what this is?
I do not.
It's called Sail Away.
Yeah, I've heard it.
It's actually called Orinoco Flow
Whatever.
by Enya with an E.
Miles wants to know what app you use.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was blue.
Oh, okay, I remember
It
that.
might have been the Calm app, but I don't know if it was.
I love the Calm app. I listen to that every night when I go to bed. Thunderstorms or crickets. Yep.
So the guy would just talk to you?
Yeah.
Like, you're a good person.
Sometimes,
No,
yeah. And then
it's
it would make you
okay
repeat
to
things.
say
Yeah.
no. Yeah,
Don't beat yourself up.
it's positive affirmations and reinforcement to try and mentally help you understand.
.804 right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out on your Wednesday morning. Hope you're having a great start to your Wednesday. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. We have a Your Call Wednesday going to be starting here shortly. Start letting us know what you guys want to hear. We'll get it on for you. Also, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame is coming up. We gave away tickets to see Halsey last hour. Congratulations to our winner of those tickets, Jennifer from Massillon. She was caller number 10. She is the winner. She's going to see Halsey coming up here in June. Text, Christian, you remind me of my son. He will not even eat a taco. And we were eating at a Mexican restaurant. He said, wow, I do like Mexican food after all, as he sat there and ate chicken nuggets and French fries. That would be me. That would be me. Of Change's wraps are amazing. Chives and Alliance has some good ones too.
I think she had P.F. Chang's, but yeah, they're so good. It's not what you would expect. Yes, there's lettuce involved, but the taste is next level. So good. And it's pretty good for you because it's lean meat. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. That doesn't make it taste good. But I mean, I get it. Try to convince yourself that it is.
I've walked into a P.F. Chang's and ordered lettuce wraps. I like them.
Over everything else, you'd rather have that?
No, we usually get 2 or 3 things. So we'll get the lettuce wraps for the table so everybody can have some.
There you go.
And then you order an entree.
So it's not really a dinner. It's more of a...
It can be a dinner. And it's been a dinner for me before, but because you can get sides with it. You know what I mean?
What side goes with that?
Rice.
Well, yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
I think at P.F. Chang's you can get rice, lo mein, all that kind of stuff. But if you're trying to stay away from carbs, which I'm not, just tonight, probably lo mein would be the way to go.
Someone wants to know, Jake, did you ever get the flower thing straightened out?
Yeah, we're going today. I'm going today over.
You're heading
gonna
over
go
there
there?
today?
The flowers
Are
look
they?
good.
Oh, they do. Okay, good.
Yeah.
How'd you keep them? Did you keep them?
Well, they came in a vase, so I just made sure there's water in there, and that was really all I did.
So you're going to drive the vase to...
Yeah.
Just buckle it in.
Good.
Yeah, but I don't know if I trust that.
You don't know if you trust the seatbelt?
No,
I mean, the lap belt you could center like.
Yeah, but it's not a big vase. It's just like a small. So like I still feel like it
So
would.
you got her a really dinky bouquet.
No, but it's just like a small vase. It's not a tall vase. It's a short vase.
I see what you mean. Stubby.
Yeah.
Versus okay.
Yeah, it's more thick than long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. There you go. To each their own. You should save the lettuce wrap for Christian. Bring it in the morning.
I could. You want to try one tomorrow
No
morning?
thanks.
No,
Come on.
because I don't even like what's in it.
How do you know?
Because everything you said that it's in it.
Oh, and you've tried sesame oil
Wilted
before?
lettuce. Yeah, I don't want to.
No, not wilted lettuce. You kind of wilt like the cabbage. And
Who's like
stuff.
who? What else is in it?
It's okay. So it's
Sesame
romaine lettuce.
oil?
It's a leaf of romaine lettuce.
Okay, lettuce, no taste there.
And then you take it's chicken, but it's ground chicken, and you do a
Ground
sauce.
chicken.
Yeah, it's like sesame oil, stir fry sauce. I think there's some sweet Thai chili in it, rice
No,
wine
you
vinegar.
No, I already lost. You lost me in anything chili. 'Cause I don't eat chili either.
It's not chili.
I know, but
Ding dong?
I don't like any kind of chili.
Oh my god.
I'm lucky I go to Chili's. I don't like chili.
Yeah, because he doesn't like chili. So why would you go to Chili's?
I don't like chili. I think it's very gross. Lettuce wraps don't sound appealing, but I would eat a taco all day long.
Oh my gosh, heck yeah. I mean, I love tacos.
That'd be more filling. You should just make tacos.
We have
tonight.
tacos almost once a week. Almost once a week. This week it's not on the menu, but that's only because our schedule kind of got thrown off.
Now you know what I like in a taco?
Just meat and
the,
cheese.
Just the meat. No, just the meat.
Oh, that's right, meat.
Just the meat in the shell.
Then why don't you just order nachos with just ground beef on them? It's the same thing, and you'd get a whole
It is
lot
not
more.
the same thing.
Oh my lord!
Because the taco shell's different than a nacho.
You don't like a taco?
Well, I like a taco shell with ground meat,
Yeah, which is not a taco.
and that's it. Put the vase in a box with a towel around the vase. Someone said.
Ooh, that's a good
That's a
idea.
good idea.
Yeah, thank you, listener.
Problem solved, my friend.
Look at that.
Problem solved.
Life hacks.
It's 10 minutes after 8. Good morning from Kesha King. What's this? I hear Pitbull and Bon Jovi have a song together. How can we be this lucky? Are the planets aligned? Oh, wait, I guess they are. Yeah, right now, actually, they kind of are.
Yeah.
But you know what? We do have that song on the Your Call Wednesday. Someone said lettuce wraps from Jimmy John's are good.
Oh my gosh,
It's
I
a
love it.
sub, but in a lettuce instead of a bun. So good. Jamie has to get that.
Oh my gosh. And you know what, though? It's not even all that disappointing because it's so good.
She enjoys it.
Yeah.
There are a few
And
things
one of their
she
pickles?
gets to enjoy.
Oh,
Because some sub places gluten-free bread is
trash. Yeah.
yeah. So when I say Jimmy John, she usually perks up a little bit.
Yeah.
So when she does get that, the unwich, I believe it's called.
Yes, it is.
The unwich. Christian, you need to go eat at Grandma Tammy's Farmhouse Favorites in East Canton. She does the meat and potatoes, comfort foods, and pasta, along with burgers and chicken tenders. Just the home-cooked meals. That sounds fantastic. Tammy's Farmhouse Favorites.
It actually sounds like a great
Sounds
restaurant.
great. All right, Tammy. Coming to see you. It's Pitbull Bon Jovi kicking off a Your Call Wednesday. Keep the requests coming. It's now or never on Q.
Okay, so have you guys been to the store recently?
Yes.
And no. Like literally, this is brand new. So my favorite store is Target, right? We go to Target often. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or try and lie. Anyhow, why do we have to have sales reps in stores where you're just trying to get your shopping done?
Oh, Sam's Club does that.
Sam's Club does it. I will say Costco's really good about it. There's reps there, but they don't approach you. You have to come to them.
Those Sam's Club people damn near tackle you.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. Well, Target has now allowed reps to be in the back of their store by their cell phones peddling cell phone service plans. And to Target, I say, you suck. I'm sorry. This was the interaction that I had over the course of, I was there a week ago today, and I was there, and I have not gone back yet. And part of it was because of this exchange. I was there a week ago today, and then I was also there the previous Sunday. So Sunday to Sunday to anyhow, it was a few days. It was less than a week. We were approached. She asked what we were paying for our cell phone plan, and I told her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so high." Well, it's not. Let me just tell you that for 5 lines and internet being under $250, it's not. Tries to reorganize after we told her that we're in a contract, completely ignored us. Is like steamrolling us to come with her, and finally my husband speaks up and he's like, "We said we're not interested." So we walk away, and I'm there the following Friday with my daughter because Sabrina Carpenter dropped a new album. What? Anyhow.
Oh,
and
you got the vinyl?
The same woman approaches us, and I said, "We already spoke last Sunday." "I was here last Sunday." I said, "Oh yeah, you were. For sure. I remember." And she's like, "Well, let's talk about it." And I said, "No, I'm going to tell you what I told you then. We're just trying to shop. We're not interested."
Yeah.
She walked away and was like mumbling something under her breath. Listen, I am not the rude one. I am trying to save you time. You're going nowhere fast with me. But moreover, why are these stores allowing sales reps to interrupt the shopping experience in their store? Because it's putting a bad taste in my mouth. I'll tell you what, I'll go to all online shopping. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm not an introvert.
Nothing but sunshine. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is car show weather.
Why is Jake laughing at me?
I'm not.
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So you either are stoic and hate everything, or you're laughing, but you don't know what at.
No, I got nothing.
I look over at the video and he's like, and then he just starts laughing. I'm like,
Is there a
what did
funny
I just
video?
do?
You're watching a funny video?
No, I'm just watching the stream. I have nothing on my computer.
Oh,
Lord,
boy.
man.
Amy said he hit that pen again.
Hit the pen, or he's doing shrooms while
I don't know what
songs
he's
are
doing
playing.
over there.
Unbelievable. And you're going with the hoodie today, huh?
Yeah, it's cold, bro.
Are you on acid?
What is happening?
I'm
afraid of him.
Have you taken pills?
No, I promise.
What is happening?
Nothing. I don't know.
Take us on your journey. Where we're willing to go with you.
There's no journey. I don't know. I was really tired. I stayed up late last night.
Doing what?
I've been working on this side project for this YouTuber that I've been editing for, and it's caused a couple of stresses throughout the week. And then I just was super tired today, and I don't know. Just right now, I just
become slap happy.
I guess so.
So you were just laughing literally at nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad. I don't even know what the hell to say. I don't. All right. Jake, everybody. That's Jake. He'll be at the car show tonight, maybe. He can find his way there. You might have to tell him he's there. Said you guys should eat Dave's hot chicken in Canton. So freaking good. Haven't been there yet.
I haven't either. We
Is the
literally
hot
talked
like
about
spicy?
it. I'm sure because it's Nashville hot chicken.
Damn it! I don't know if I'd
Can you get it unhot? Does anybody know? So Christian can try it.
They have unhot Dave's not so hot chicken.
Yeah. Does Dave have a
Dave's
mild
lukewarm
chicken?
chicken? Do we have that? Can't do spicy foods.
Not
Can't
at
do
all?
it. No, I don't like them. The hottest wing sauce I go is barbecue.
Oh boy.
I don't eat mild. I won't eat hot. None of that. It's terrible.
You don't like pico de gallo with a spicy jalapeno in it?
No. I like barbecue or plain.
Mm.
Or barbecue. That's
Okay.
as far as it goes.
Well,
Jake, how hot do you go?
I don't really go hot either, but I'll go more hot if it's like a dry rub, like if it's like a breaded thing.
Yeah.
I'll do that. But like if it's like a sauce, I
Yeah.
won't do that. I just like barbecue sauce. I'm not a huge sauce person.
You haven't tried like a sweet Thai chili or a spicy?
No, I don't
okay,
like
spicy
sauces.
Asian.
I don't like sauces. So if it comes in a sauce form, then no.
Really? My God, you should see our refrigerator.
You're a
You'd
dry
love it.
rub guy.
Yeah.
If you saw all
That
the
could hurt.
condiments, the dipping sauces, and all that kind of stuff in our fridge, you would be like, "Oh my God, you have a problem." I love sauces.
We have a drawer like that.
I'm a
bunch of
dipper.
Taco Bell, Arby's sauce.
No, I mean like all the bottles in our
Sweet and
fridge. I mean, like I have so many like PF Chang's, like the honey sesame, the Panda Express honey sesame sauce is in our fridge. Like we have so many dipping sauces. Not only that, we can't agree in our house on what barbecue sauce is the best. Tony and Anthony love like the Carolina, like it's like a vinegar base.
Okay.
And Marin and I like Kansas City, like the brown sugar.
I'm more of
barbecue,
a sweet,
yeah.
Yeah. Someone said, I think barbecue sauce is spicy. I don't know if you meant that for Dave's hot. But
Amy
if
said-
it's a spicy one, then I can't do it.
Amy said you can get the mild one. It's great. I don't like spice either. So she gets fine with the mild.
But mild still implies of heat. I don't need my lips to burn. I don't find that fun. I don't find that to be Like, oh, look at the taste. I can't feel my lips.
If you buy like Frank's, like the buffalo wing sauce that's a mild, it's not spicy at all.
I hate hot sauce. I think hot sauce is awful.
Hot sauce is amazing. Adds a kick to everything. Put on your eggs.
No, can't do it. Won't do it. But Dave's Hot Chicken. If you want to drop off some of your not so hot chicken, that'd be great. BW3's salt and vinegar wings are amazing.
Oh yeah, you know what? My husband had those and said the same thing. He was like, I was like shocked. They're really good.
Someone said pretty much all their food items are hot, but you can get different levels of spicy levels to your meal. I need the most unspicy.
Like spicy not spicy at all. Just give them some plain adult chicken nuggets, as people said.
If you want to put some S&P on those, that's fine. But that's as far as I go. S&P for me.
What's the most? Is there something that you eat that's kind of weird that like we would be shocked to know that you actually do eat?
Shocked?
Yeah.
No, because my palate's pretty 5-year-oldish. It doesn't really change. I eat blueberry muffins, although I hate blueberries. I won't eat blueberries by themselves.
But you'll eat a blueberry muffin.
But I'll eat a blueberry muffin.
Okay.
I think my rules of cheese are pretty weird.
What's your favorite snack?
That's tough. Am I going sweet or am I going sour? Or like salty?
Give me one of each.
Chocolate.
Chocolate for sweet.
Yeah.
What's salty?
My popcorn or pretzels.
Okay. Jake?
I do like popcorn.
I love popcorn. We have a popcorn machine in the basement. We have all those shakers where you can like flavor your pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can change like ranch or so good. Kettle corn's my favorite.
When I was a kid, you used to get those random stores that would just have like free popcorn. You go to like the hardware store.
Oh my gosh.
And they'd have just free popcorn just there.
When we bought our camper, it was free popcorn, hot dogs. I mean, it was like everything. I was like, they really want you to stay here for a while.
Place, I think it was Real Supply. It was in Austintown growing up when my dad would have to go there and get stuff for the pool, for the complex. Mm-hmm. I think it was them. And they always had like just popcorn. And you could just scoop it out yourself. Put it in those little bags.
I don't know if I like people scooping it themselves. But
and it always tasted so good.
I bet.
I love random. I mean, some places like if you're growing up like at Hills, they had the snack center. I'm talking about those businesses that just had the random popcorn
like
machine.
Help yourself, right?
Yeah. And like you're like, it really doesn't go here, but I love that it's here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's either a hardware store or a Real Supply had it. You could just get popcorn. I'd be like, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Eric said, I love Buckeye barbecue from Quaker Steak and Lube. Have you ever had that?
No, but their barbecue is my all-time favorite.
Really?
Oh, the Lube barbecue sauce is unrivaled. And I love our other barbecue sauce.
What? Brianna says her chiropractor has a popcorn machine.
See how cool that is?
Amy said car dealerships. LOL. That's true.
Car dealerships usually have popcorn. Yeah. Well, you're going to be there a while.
What chiropractor do you go to where I can have some popcorn and an adjustment?
I'd like to take a crack at that. If you are in Massillon, go to Bender's West End Tavern or Bender's Downtown Massillon and get Blue Buffalo. I don't like blue cheese or buffalo, but it don't taste like blue cheese at all. It's creamy sauce. Oh my God. Amazing.
Yeah, I like the Roca blue cheese, which I think is what they call it when it's creamy and not chunky.
I am hot sauce
again,
sensitive.
5-year-old palate.
I am
5-year-old person. Sense of humor.
I am hot sauce sensitive, and the mild at Dave's were too hot for me. I'm sure. You can put whatever spicy you want on it, so you can go plain, mild, hot, extra hot, and reaper hot.
There you go. So you can just go plain.
Royal King has free popcorn machine. Bag your own.
Nice.
What's Royal King?
I don't know.
True Value in Minerva used to have the popcorn machine. Not sure if they still do. I think hardware stores were good for that. They love a good, like, hey, you got to get some fixtures for your wall. How about some popcorn?
Walk around and munch on this. And
Rural King has the free popcorn. All right.
It's is Rural King kind of like Tractor Supply? That's what it looks like to me.
Ace Hardware in Louisville had popcorn.
Yeah, I think it's a lot like Tractor Supply.
So great. You just walk around with a little bag of popcorn.
And who doesn't love popcorn?
Not me. I love it.
Like where my son plays, like rec ball and stuff, they have a concession stand. They have the best popcorn. It's so salty. And I'm down with it. I love the salty popcorn.
Good times. Good times had by all. 8:26, Rich DeRocher coming up from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Someone texted in. They want to hear some Bryan Adams. Summer is 69 for your call Wednesday. We got you. It's Q92. car. The texts have come in. Let's read some of them. Grossest thing you found in your car when cleaning it. Text, my socks my teenage son wore to basketball practice. Puking emoji. That would be that bad.
You'd have to yeah, it can be. That's called right in the trash.
I had a pumpkin explode in my car. After weeks of cleaning it, I finally found a small piece tucked up under my driver's seat. It took months to get the smell out. Girls love. Oh, someone found a used rubber.
Oh.
That is very gross, whether it was yours or not. Yeah. That beats the Kit Kat. We had leftovers from BW3 chicken wings. How long were those in your car? Puking emoji.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot. We did have a thing of chicken salad from Fisher's like way back. It must have fallen out of the bag in the back of the car and nobody noticed it. And all of a sudden, my car just started smelling so bad. And then finally, my husband was like, could this be it? I mean, it was sealed, so it wasn't like it got all over the place.
Like, I don't know.
It stunk.
Going back to not daughter and maybe driving to Akron. Whatever car you get, not daughter, make sure it can handle potholes. I moved to Akron 9 years ago and have had to replace my tires and shocks 3 times already. Well, and there's that Akron freeway project that will never end. An old fast food bag I threw in the back that had half a sandwich in for a couple months. I was wondering why my car stank, and an old milk jug that I drank, and I'd never let my car get dirty, but I just forgot it. Yeah, that'll do it. That would do it. I found pickle slices from a dropped Chick-fil-A sandwich months later in my car. Ugh. Blue Steel guy checking in when I was in college. I let a roommate borrow my car. A week later, I was cleaning it, found a used condom under the passenger seat.
So nasty.
Why would you throw it on the bottom of the... It's not even your car.
Well, not only that, when you get done, you're like, ugh. You just let it like...
That was fun. Touchdown.
What are you doing?
You spiking the football? What are you doing? Christ.
That's super nasty.
Not even your car. Grossest thing found in my car, container of fishing bait weeks after fishing.
That'd be gross.
It got pushed under the seat. We could smell something nasty. We could not figure out where it was coming from. Whew. Text message, couldn't figure out where the smell was coming from. Turns out my husband left a container of leftover spaghetti from lunch in the trunk. Rotten ground beef is raunchy. Crying, laughing emoji. My friend, when hooking up with a guy, that guy found a condom from another hookup that was not with him. Oh.
Period.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92. Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us. Hope you're having a great one. 330-450-9292. Phone number, the text line. 330-269-9292.
Thank you guys, as always, for having us on your radio. Listen to us at Q92radio.com, our station website, where you can stream the station 24/7. And if you happen to be watching today on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X pages, we're glad you're with us. And shout out to Kimball Companies for being the sponsor of the live video feed in the 8 o'clock hour. Kimball Companies is hiring. Go to kimballcompanies.com/careers today. And if it is Wednesday, and if it is around 8:34, well, that can only mean we're going to be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Joins us every week. Glad he's with us again. Rich, how are you doing on this beautiful, balmy, 9-degree Wednesday morning?
Hey, it didn't. I don't know. I must have been psyched up for it to be really cold. I didn't feel that bad.
You don't think so? Are you just used to it?
Whew, I guess.
I mean, you were just down in New Orleans a couple weeks ago. That beautiful weather. Now you're back up here, and it's 7 degrees. And
it's awful.
However,
well, what was that?
That's just how the weather is.
How do you spell? Wait a minute. I do a lot of writing, Christian. How do you spell that? If I wanted to put that into one of my news releases or something, how do you spell it?
It starts with an M. And other than that, I think you just take your own liberties after that.
Hey,
but it starts with an M, just like bleh.
Nothing at the Pro Football Hall of Fame is meh, so I don't have to worry about that word.
That's very true. But on a bright side, we were talking about this yesterday. 30 days till spring. Sunsets as of yesterday, 6 o'clock now.
I saw the orange on the horizon this morning on my way in.
And we're not that far away from turning the clocks ahead and getting even more daylight. So we got positive things.
We do.
From these winter doldrums.
There we go. And geez, I don't have a. I have to see. 3 weeks ish. I don't know until some of the first class members make their first visit to Canton. So we'll have the 4 guys into Canton here in early to mid March to have their first site visit to Canton. They'll, some of them have been to the Hall of Fame before. They've played in the Hall of Fame game. Some may have been to Canton but not set foot inside the museum, but to different degrees there of what they've experienced before. But they've never been here since they've been elected to the hall. So they will take that visit with a whole new outlook on what it means to them. And it, there's been different steps along the way where being elected has hit them. The moment it was announced, the moment they got to knock on the door, the moment they walked up on stage at NFL Honors, the following day when they met about 40 of their new brethren at the Merlin Olsen Luncheon in New Orleans, when they got introduced on the field at the Super Bowl. So all these moments, have hit them, the reality of being a Pro Football Hall of Famer now. But another really key moment is the first time they set foot inside the museum and they see the bronze busts in a new way, and they realize that their bust will be up next to all these other ones. So it can get emotional. And so I'm looking forward to that. And there'll be a couple opportunities for folks to meet them.
Yeah, the emotional part is right. And I know one of the more emotional ones, Sterling Sharp. And if anyone knows, has ever gone back and seen when his brother Shannon was put in the Hall of Fame, the way he talked about his brother, the way he wanted his brother in the Hall of Fame. I mean, that alone was an amazing speech. Sterling could not contain himself, and the emotion. I thought it was really cool that Shannon got to be a part of letting him know as well. But you talk about two tight brothers, brothers that really, really root for each other, want the best for each other. That's going to be, I've been telling people, that's going to be the speech. That's going to be the one. And if he picks Shannon, that's going to be incredible.
And he has said already, who else would it be,
Right.
Now we started a new tradition 2 years ago where a Hall of Famer not only does a Hall of Famer knock on their door, but a Hall of Famer also helps them, put on their gold jacket for the first time at the gold jacket dinner. And we've had some interesting pairings there, including Joe Thomas, who picked Jerome Bettis just because he said it was somebody who, when Joe Thomas was on the sideline, when the Browns offense was on the sidelines, which was a lot when Joe Thomas played. The defense was out on the field. He just admired the way Jerome Bettis played and saw him as just a consummate professional. So, Shannon almost certainly will present Sterling for enshrinement. Now, whether or not Sterling asks someone else to put his gold jacket on, we encourage them to mix it up a little bit, and so we'll see who Sterling picks to put the jacket on. But the fans of the game and the fans of the Hall of Fame and the fans of the enshrinement are going to see one of the most unique relationships I've ever witnessed, between two guys whose personalities, outside of their similarities in wanting to be professional football players, they're just very, very different people. Sterling is not outwardly emotive. I think Shannon was the one who cried at the knock. It wasn't Sterling, and Sterling is a few years older and kind of played the big brother role, and Shannon, like you said, Christian, one of the great speeches of all time. For folks who might not know what we're talking about, Shannon is standing up giving his speech, and down to his right, seated in a chair to his right, was Sterling. And Shannon said, "I'm the only person going into the Hall of Fame who wasn't the best football player in his own family."
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people thought at that time that it might be Sterling's time, soon thereafter. But now it took, another 14 years. And now finally that moment's happening, and it's really starting to sink in for them.
This might be, this is a dumb question, I apologize, but is this going to be the first now brothers?
Yes.
In the Hall of Fame, the first ever pair of brothers now that will be inducted?
Yeah, there's 3 father-sons. None of them were players. The father-sons were the Maras, who owned the Giants, and the Rooneys, who owned the Steelers, and the Sables, who were the masterminds behind NFL films and all those cool highlights that we've enjoyed for going on about 60 years now. It was Ed Sable who started that. Another one of the great, of the hundreds of great stories that have come out of the sport of football. Ed Sable went to the NFL, and he's like, how about if I film these games? I think I could do something if you let me film these games. And the NFL was like, yeah, sure. Basically, yeah, sure, go ahead. And so then the Sables were the third father-son, but no father-son players and no brother players. And so, it's the first of what'll probably be 3 in the not too distant future, at least. I think it's safe to say that at some point, I think at some point the Mannings will join them, and then in the not too distant future, I think TJ and JJ Watt will join them. So, but yeah, the Sharps will always have the distinction of being the first.
Well, trivia for you, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I wasn't aware that was the first. Look at you. I'm impressed.
Well, I wasn't sure I was right. I'm saying,
Yeah.
I can't think of any other time that the brothers have been in there. And but yeah, the Sharp brothers. And as a Bears fan, and Rich knows Sterling Sharp, before he got injured, was an incredible wide receiver for the Packers.
I remember Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
I don't remember Sterling as much. I knew he had a brother that played in the NFL, and obviously.
I mean, the stats he put up before the injury were incredible. But if he were able to keep playing, they would have been even better.
Mm-hmm.
On some very mediocre teams.
Right.
Right. People think wide receiver Packers, you must have had Brett Favre chucking him the ball all over the place, but he only played the tail end of his career with Brett. He played the first part of his career with some other people who were kind of at this point, if you don't know your Packer history, you don't know who was throwing the ball to Sharp, and there was no one else on that team. There was one year, and I won't even try to pretend I'm going to have the numbers exactly right, but there was a year when Sterling Sharp had over 100 receptions and 1,000 receiving yards, and the next closest guy on the team had fewer than 20 receptions and fewer than 200 receiving yards. And so it's like everybody knew Sterling was the only guy on that team that could hurt him, and he still did.
He did. He caught most of his passes from Don Magic Man Mikowski.
Yep, the Magic Man.
The Magic Man. I'm telling you.
I know
my football. Noma football. And
I know
Packers,
you do.
That was when we would beat the Packers occasionally. That was back then.
And that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So
Really long time ago.
we're really looking backwards.
Yes.
Well-
Pre Brett Favre, pre Aaron Rodgers, back in the good old days.
Yeah, those were better times. But Rich, while we got you too. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, and I wanted to make sure that we hit the fact that while we're getting excited for their first site visits in this new class, enshrinement tickets actually go on sale this Friday, right, Rich?
Thursday, tomorrow.
Thursday. Okay, I was wrong. I don't know why I thought Friday.
Yeah, we're running a program right now where if you buy a membership to the hall, you can get some pre-sale access to enshrinement and the game, and I think it'll be fairly soon. We'll be announcing the concert fairly soon. We'll be announcing the game. We're working on details on both of those. But enshrinement single, non-package. You can buy packages too if you want to do the whole big shebang. But if you're just looking for enshrinement tickets, those go on sale tomorrow. So I just love this class. I really do. This will be my fifth class. It'll be the fifth time I said I love this class, and I think what I really like about this year's group is they're all very comfortable talking. So they have good stories and they tell good stories. So I think the fans will really enjoy enshrinement this year, the speeches, the moments, getting to see presumably Shannon and Sterling together, kind of, historic moment there and an emotive moment there. So, we've done some things at the hall that we think enhanced the in-person show last year. We're going to carry some of that over this year to bridge that time, when the enshrinement, which is televised, goes to commercial for the home audience. What do we do in stadium to make the experience, not, go into this big valley. You've had this speech, everybody's gotten excited, there's been laughs, there's been tears, and everybody's kind of on this emotional high. Time to go to commercial. Now what do we do? So we tried something last year with a couple of Hall of Famers to talk about the speech and kind of bridge that time, and it really worked well. I think we're going to try that again this year, and so that whole experience of enshrinement this year really should be something special.
Well, the tickets on sale for enshrinement starting tomorrow. Like he said, I liked a lot. Pretty soon we're going to be finding out the game, who's coming to play that game.
And the concert.
The concert for legends. I mean, there's a lot of great announcements with the Hall of Fame coming up here. And really cool to know we're going to start the visits and them coming to Canton and start planning their parties too. So it's a good time. Right. And Rich, always a pleasure talking with you, and we'll chat again with you next week.
Hey, I'm circulating your picture already, Christian, so you're not going to be crashing any of those parties this year.
All right. I would try to get to that sharp one. That's going to be a party.
Yeah, it will be.
Sterling might like, Shannon, calm down. Just calm down a little bit, but it's going to be a great time. Rich, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next week, buddy.
Thanks.
Rich DeRozier, no one does it better. Pro Football Hall of Fame. Wow. I mean, we just got rid of the class. And he got the class announcement. He's right. He mentioned the Concert for Legends announcement coming up. What teams are coming to Canton coming up?
It should be coming really, really soon. I mean, if you look historically at when they do the announcements, it should be very soon. I'm excited to see who it's going to be this year.
It's going to be
I've
fun.
only missed one Concert for Legends. Yeah.
Fun fact, I haven't been to one.
Why? They're so much fun, and they're in Canton, and it's close to home. You don't have to drive. The parking situation is like it's totally fine. Like no matter where you park, you can find a lot like not that far, and you get out so much faster. Like you think about going to Blossom, and you think about going, even up to Rocket Arena. And
you better start. Yeah,
I'm trying to get into the habit, and it's like you wait forever, but you can like literally close to home go and see an awesome concert and celebrate football, celebrate Canton, celebrate everything that we are, and the fact that we are so lucky to have what we have right here in the community, and it's just such a good time. Why have you not gone yet?
I don't know, just haven't.
Oh my goodness!
Maybe I'm waiting on Bon Jovi,
Christian,
with Richie Sambora. It could happen. They might not be touring. They can still do shows. They don't know about the whole touring.
All I know is you keep tossing things out there, and they don't usually go with our ideas. I mean, otherwise, Little Big Town would have been coming out last year introducing Carrie Underwood.
But I'm just saying, Bon Jovi. I think they're out there. I think that'd be a great pick. Don't know if they're doing any shows this year at all, but it's worth asking. I'm sure someone over there has got John Bon Jovi's number. I'm sure Rich has his number.
Probably.
I'd love to see Rich's phone.
I'm sure you would.
I'd love to see those contacts.
You know what, though, is so cool about Rich? I could text him right now, and he'd text me right back.
He would.
Seriously.
He
He's
would.
awesome about that.
Tell Christian it's a no-go for Bon Jovi. It's Q92. Question for both of you.
Oh, boy. What's this
We're
from?
pivoting.
Text line?
We're pivoting.
Or from you?
Oh, no, it's from the prep site again.
Oh, okay.
Very morbid today. Prep site, very morbid.
I don't like that.
Listen
Okay,
to
go
this one.
ahead.
If you were going to be executed,
Oh, my gosh.
both of you have to answer this. Which would you choose? Firing squad, electric chair, or lethal injection? Now, listen, fire squad's over like that.
Yeah.
So you could, I know it sounds harsh, but there's no you're dead.
I think I would go firing squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake?
I was going to go injection.
I'm going lethal injection.
No.
You just kind of fall asleep.
No, you don't. It's not that peaceful,
It should be.
but it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You've never been lethally injected.
I have read about it because everybody's like, oh, it's so humane, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. They know they're dying. They feel their heart slowing down. They feel that it's hard to get a breath of air.
Hold on. Oh, people have Googled this a bunch.
Wait, duh.
Lethal injection can cause prolonged pain and extremely painful deaths. This is often obscured by elements of the process itself. For example, the second drug, paralytic agent, the tight straps.
It's a
preventing
paralytic. So it's paralysis, causes
that's what I
paralysis.
said.
Yeah.
The tight straps preventing a prisoner from moving, the white sheet hiding the body from view, or a curtain being drawn between the witnesses. Huh.
They start because all of their central nervous system is getting quietly snuffed out.
A little bit.
Painfully, though.
I just don't know that I could look at the guns at me and hear them go fire.
Well, but I would just be like, can I turn around? Can you just shoot me in the back?
Can you whisper the fire and just do it?
Right.
I don't want to hear the ready aim.
Right.
Just somebody just stand there and boop, it's over. All right. So no one's picking the electric chair.
No, but you guys apparently want to die a painful death and not just get shot and killed.
I'd like to think I'd like to think they've come a long way with lethal injections.
Don't you think they would have updated
look how calmly we put down dogs. They just go to sleep real peacefully.
I suppose. I mean, that's not a guarantee. They can't tell us if they're having pain. How do we know? I mean, I understand sometimes in that particular situation when an animal is suffering, sometimes it is more humane to put them through, if there is pain associated with that, to put them through that versus the long-term pain and quality of life.
Text, I'd take lethal injection on fentanyl. It seems to work well.
Oh.
Well, if you're going that route.
I mean,
yeah, I guess you just sort of,
get high and go to sleep.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
I don't like, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I understand your firing squad decision. I just, like I said, the whole you're hearing, ready?
No. That's where I would turn around and be like, hang on a second, guys. Listen, I know it's about to go down.
I'd be like,
one, can I turn around? And two, can we not count out loud? Maybe hold a finger up.
Just do a finger. I don't need to, I don't need the suspense. Maybe you guys do. I don't.
Yeah.
I just want to Alice DJ, that is Better Off Alone right here on today's hit music Q92. Thank you again to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame for joining us like he does every Wednesday. Hard to believe. I don't know why it just didn't hit me that pretty soon we're going to find out who's coming to Canton for the Concert for Legends and the actual game.
Oh,
here we are.
I've been thinking about it for the past few weeks, I will say. I was in other meetings, though, where it kind of came up, and that's probably why.
Who could it be? Who could it be now?
Don't worry, Christian. I texted Rich and just asked if it rhymed with anchovy. So I'll let you know. I doubt it, though. I don't think it's
I don't think
anchovy.
he's going to give it away either. I don't think he's going to give it away. But very, very cool. And I can't wait to talk to him about that. Can't wait for those announcements so we can all start planning the best week of the year in August in Stark County, Hall of Fame week.
It really is. I do. I'm telling you, the Concert for Legends is fun. People used to complain about parking and all that. I'm telling you, with Honor and Unity and all those lots they put in, and then there's other like businesses around there where you can park and everything. It is so. Complain, say what you will. It is not bad. Suck it up. I mean, it's so much better than walking through the field when you know at Blossom trying to find your car and it's 2 miles from the venue.
Just trying to leave Blossom.
Right. You're home like that. Like I go to the Concert for Legends and I'm home at like 10:45. Get out of here.
And if you guys would just go every other, we'd all get out of Blossom so much quicker.
I think that just goes for life in general, getting out of any sporting event.
But everyone's like, no, I'm going to cut everybody in. No one's getting in. No one's getting in.
The only time I won't let you in, the only time I will not let somebody over is, have you ever been on the highway and someone like zooms down the closed lane and like you clearly know that they have seen for miles that is closed and they still did it anyways? Mm-hmm. I won't let them over.
I also will try to, and I hope to like band everyone together as one.
Oh, yeah. It was the best thing in the world. We couldn't do anything about it. We were somewhere in South Carolina last summer, and this trucker pulled the most clutch move I've ever seen in my life. Like, he literally put his semi across. Like, he like did it so that the guy couldn't get around the front end of his semi to keep going.
Fantastic.
And every time we would move up, he would like center up, and then he would do it again. So he couldn't go any further than that semi truck.
I would very much respect
it. It was awesome. Like, cars were honking at him and like giving him the thumbs up and everything.
He's a hero.
He rolled down his window and was like,
they can be. He's like, I got you.
He knew he was a highway hero that day.
Yep. He's not getting by us, everybody.
Yeah.
Fantastic. 8:56 on the text line. Another request on a Your Call Wednesday. Shawn Mendes Stitches. Good one.
Yeah.
It's Q92. Hit music. It is Q92. It's already 9:08, and here we are. We're in the 9 o'clock hour of a Wednesday edition of the Q92 Morning Show. Hi, how are you?
We're just zipping along on a Wednesday.
Oh, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Plenty of sunshine headed my way.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
Nice.
Jake, Disney, nothing?
Come on.
Nope.
No Mr. Bluebird on your shoulder?
No.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. But if we did SpongeBob, you'd know.
Oh, heck
Yeah. I know that one. I know that song. I recognize that. I don't know the words. I don't, could tell you the movie though.
Jamie doesn't want Jimmy watching SpongeBob.
That's
Fair.
Is it brain rot? Yes. Is it the worst thing in the world that you could have? I mean, like, I'd rather... I see what my kid watches on YouTube now with, like, his streamers, like Queso and stuff like that. That's brain rot. I'd rather him watch an episode of SpongeBob.
I never watched SpongeBob growing up. Because I also never had kids during the time that he was the...
Yeah, I had a nephew. 'Cause my sister's older, and my nephew, like, lived with us while she was finishing college. So I got introduced to SpongeBob pretty early, like, when it came out. But I love SpongeBob. I loved watching it with my kids. I don't know. I mean, I don't let my kids do a lot of things. I don't, social media, no, all that kind of stuff. But I never took SpongeBob from them.
Not daughter doesn't have TikTok.
Good for her.
Not allowed to have TikTok.
Good.
Most she can get is reels.
Yeah. That's my daughter. The only thing she has is Instagram now that she's 18.
Yeah. She's not allowed to have TikTok. I mean, she will be when she's 18.
Yeah.
But no TikTok. Meanwhile, I'm on there. laughing my butt off. But anyway, 910 330-450-9292 is your phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. So your kids are not allowed to have TikTok at all?
My son's not allowed to have any social media.
At all? Not even like the gram?
Nope.
I know he wouldn't want the book.
He does have a Snapchat account. We know exactly who he snaps with.
Snap can be.
I know, but it's like family. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, he's not. And we have it set up too. Like, we know when he gets a request who he gets it from. But other than that, absolutely nothing. And that Snapchat account started as a way for him to send goofy faces. Him and my daughter both had it. So they could send goofy faces with their grandparents because their grandparents got on Snap. You know what I mean? Like, they would send messages back and forth to their aunts and uncles and all that stuff too. So, but other than that, no, nothing. Not a thing.
If you allowed all social media growing up, were you allowed whatever you wanted as far as social media went?
Pretty much, yeah. I really didn't growing up, but I don't think it was not allowed.
Yeah, it wasn't like your parents you can't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was allowed to get on MySpace because that's the only thing that was around while I was in school.
The best.
Kind of was. I remember
Better than all of them.
I had this little snow globe that you could click on and it would shake it and it would change, it would rotate my top 5 songs. So it would show the album cover art when the snow settled and it'd start playing the song.
Dude, it was so good.
MySpace was so cool. Legit, it was like your little virtual crib people could come hang out at.
It was awesome. We all just turned our back on it.
We did. It's wrong.
Look at us
what
now.
we did was wrong.
And look at us now.
Yeah.
We should have stayed. It's Alex Warren, Joe Jonas burning down Q92. Well, what they owe me after one date. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know, but you're the one doing the ghosting. They're not. I'm talking about their position.
I've been ghosted. Oh, I've been ghosted. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've never been ghosted.
Was there any of those times that ever stung a little?
Well, I think ego, it's always going to be a little, oh, damn. Yeah.
Like, you thought everything was hunky-dory, and she's like,
well, or at least I thought it went better than that.
Crickets.
But then I'm good for, I'll give you 2. Back in my dating days, I'd give you 2. If 2 came back and no response, I usually go, oh, okay.
Got the message.
I'm not going to be that guy. Got it.
Yeah.
That sucks. See you later.
Oh, Connie on Facebook said she was ghosted waiting on a date that never showed up at all. That's terrible.
Oh.
At least have the guts to be like, I changed my mind. You don't make that person sit there. I'm following this lady on TikTok. She's in her 40s and she's never dated.
Oh.
And I feel her like pain. Not that I've ever been in that position, but I feel so bad for her. And that happened to her. She ended up waiting at a Dunkin' to meet this guy, and she like recorded the whole thing. I was like, this is heartbreaking.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, listen, I think it happens to everybody a little bit. I'm just not against ghosting. Maybe that's just me. Jake, you hate ghosting?
I don't hate it, no.
Like if someone ghosts you, even and you like, I mean, it sucks, but you're like, okay.
I can't speak today. I'm with you. I think it's better just to not have contact and just be like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think you figured it out pretty
It's
quick.
interesting. You guys are guys, and you think that way, and I'm a woman, and I think the exact opposite.
But I'm not coming from like I've been ghosted. I'm not coming from a point of like I only ghost women. I've been ghosted. Have you been ghosted, Jake?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't dated. I don't date casually. I've only had like a handful.
You went through a stint.
Yeah, you went through the whole McDonald's staff.
not
What are you
pretend.
talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, that was like, I don't know.
The one girl lied about leaving the country.
Yeah, but I dated that girl for almost a year.
That's not ghosting.
She decided to switch teams altogether, didn't she?
I don't even know.
No, that was a different one.
Oh, that was a different one. Okay.
I don't even know what you call that. That's not ghosting. I don't know. Is that Carmen Sandiegoing? Next, she was in Canada, and she never went.
Where in the world is my girlfriend's?
Canada. Oh, she's back and with my best friend.
Oh.
Jose. That is APT right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Someone said our boys were not allowed TikTok either. Social media monitored very closely. I'm curious, parents, like what are your rules for your kids on social? Do they have carte blanche?
No.
What apps are you saying no to? Like I said, not daughter has the gram, has Snap, is not allowed to have TikTok. I'm whatever, but I'm just like, well, if she's on Instagram, she's watching all the TikToks anyway. But I guess not really. I guess only the ones that people post.
I never had a hard time like with TikTok. Now I've seen it's vastly different what I see in my TikTok than when I sign in for the station TikTok. Like the things that come up in my feed. Like I feel like TikTok's a little Pinteresty in that way. Like it's really going to tap into what you like, and then it's going to like serve that.
Yeah. But I'm just curious what are your rules? Lauren's is no Snap.
No, they have.
I'm sorry, no Tik.
No TikTok, no Instagram. Well, Marin has Instagram now, but she's old enough. So she's an adult.
She's in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Once you're 18, you're an adult now.
Yeah. You know what though is makes me happy? Like my son doesn't really even care. He's never been like, I really wish I had. Now we got senior year with my daughter. I felt a little bit bad because she was like, listen, like we do stuff at school and they'll be like, send us your answer via our Instagram page, blah, blah, for the school.
Yeah.
And she couldn't even participate because she wasn't allowed to have an Instagram. But then her birthday's at the end of this month. So last year, this time she turned 18 and she elected not to have an Instagram page until like almost summer. She could have done it right away. It wasn't like she was chomping at the bit to do it.
But she has it now.
She has it now.
She's good to go?
Yeah.
I would assume at 18, not daughter will have freedom to. I think at 18, you gotta let the reins go, right?
Yeah, I mean, somewhat. You got to trust that you've raised them right and that they know what they're doing online, and
Someone said, "Remember Meet Me? I hooked up with so many girls on there. Thank you, Meet Me. Good times." I do not remember Meet Me.
No.
Do you? Was
No.
that after us?
Well, maybe, but I never needed a dating app, so.
Oh, hubris.
No, remember? Child Bride.
Dating app? When you're Lauren, you don't need that. The men are beating down the door.
That's not what I said.
I never even heard of Meet Me, to be honest with you.
No, me either.
Jake, is that your generation?
I think I've heard of it, yeah. I never was on it, but I think I have heard of it.
I've heard, isn't there a Meet Cute or something?
Well, a meet cute is a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
Like a meet cute would
It's like
be
the story of like how you met your
yeah.
significant other.
Oh, I thought that was like another app.
No.
Like where you
No,
meet up.
maybe it's an app. That'd be a cute name for an app, but a meet cute is like I tripped and he was there and helped me pick up my groceries and the rest is history. See what I'm saying? Like,
oh,
that was their meet cute, is that trip.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, in my days, I used social media, but I used Facebook and Instagram mostly to meet women.
Yeah, you were the creeper sliding into DMs.
I had a system, though. I've talked about it.
I know.
I had a great system. It was very good. I believe in that system. I believe it works. And it's not about me. I just believe the system works. So I'm not saying I'm the reason. I'm saying the system was the reason.
Maybe you should develop a class and invite a bunch of grown adults into a room and then
Well,
have them
you know
take
what,
off
though?
their shirts and tell them that it's their fault. Sounds like a great idea.
Andy Elliott, what would he say?
Take your shirt off.
Right, Andy. I'm still here with you, buddy. I'm rocking with Andy Elliott. He knows how to motivate you.
Take your shirt off.
If you don't have a six-pack, you can't date.
That's right.
That's what Andy would say.
Yes, he would.
That's what Andy would say.
And that's what makes him a special kind of jerk.
He's not he just wants you to be the
nope.
best version of you.
Nope. Can you imagine? That's how dumb our society is. People will pay to go sit in his seminars to be screamed at, berated, put down.
He does not.
And he walks away with money in his pocket. He gets to yell at people and tell them what pieces of crap they are. And that's why they're never going to be their kid's superhero. Because they're carrying a little extra weight and they're lazy. I have zero respect for Andy Elliott.
You are putting out a not 100% true.
Oh, it is 100% true.
You're kind of taking this out of context.
Take your shirt off.
How?
Because
I'm about to humiliate
he's
you.
not but he's breaking you down to build you back up and make you a superhero.
Yeah, well, I didn't sign up.
Jake heard the superhero
I didn't sign up
speech.
to be in the Marine Corps or the Army or the Navy where they can do that respectfully in a way that you're serving your country. I don't need some dude who's just literally a nobody to tell me that.
Jake, you heard the superhero speech.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
What
Thank you.
What was his reasoning?
I do understand that he's trying to motivate, but I want a survey of like how many people that he humiliated actually did better, and then how many
I'd love to know that,
went the
Jake.
other direction.
Because I
first of
guarantee
all,
you it's
I
not
think
as many as you think.
Humiliate is a strong verb.
This is not Einstein, okay?
I would play more of his live, but we've already learned that he occasionally swears.
It's some random
So I
dude.
have to edit. Random?
Yeah.
He is one of the most followed TikTok motivational speakers. He goes around the country speaking to car dealerships,
Back this up.
companies.
Let's go back to where you started.
Take your shirt off.
TikTok found this random dude. Let's break it down.
He is.
Because he decided to invite somebody up on stage and told them to take off their shirt and then proceeded to tell them that because of the way that they looked standing there shirtless as the whole crowd was staring at him is the reason he was going to fail.
You could join the Elliott Army.
I do not want any part of the Elliott Army.
What? Man,
He's a jerk.
That's crazy.
Listen, Dr. Laura says all kinds of horrible things to people, but she does it with love. This guy's doing it just out of like...
Look, you could have Andy reach out to you. You can invite Andy to speak at your event. You can book Andy for your podcast. I'll bet you that means he'd do radio too.
Go ahead. Not climbing that
'cause I
tree.
don't think you'll be nice to him.
I won't be.
And it'll get weird. It'll be
will
good
be.
content, but it'll get weird. You can get a one-on-one with Andy.
How much does it cost, Christian?
I don't see any price.
Oh, there's prices, I promise. Because a man like this doesn't do that for nothing.
I'm just saying. I think what we're missing is that what his message is: you got to be the best version of yourself. All right. And if you're not physically taking care of yourself, how are you going to take care of your family? How are you going to take care of your job? That's all he's saying.
I want to know why more of our listeners aren't fired up like this over
because
this. Like,
they're
hold on.
motivated.
No, people came for me a couple of times because they're like, oh, but these kids are sensitive. Why would you? Oh God, what was it? Because there was somebody that came right just the other day in the text line. I'm like, okay, this guy is literally blatantly embarrassing people.
I can find just as many clips of him building people up.
Oh, it was over freaking candygrams. Someone texted and was like, that's really hard for kids in middle school and high school to get rejection. Listen, rejection is a part of life. But I'm also not going to put them up in front of the entire class like this dude would and be like, ha, 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 ha. You didn't get any candygrams. It's because you look like that. Would never do that.
That is not what he does.
Yes,
That is an untrue representation.
This is an adult version of bullying.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Christian, you call it motivation. How would you feel?
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't dare go to one of his speeches.
Why? Why wouldn't you do that, Christian?
Because he might be the first
You
one.
love him.
He'd be like, you, shirt off. Ah!
And how would you feel?
This would be the conversation.
Take your shirt off.
Hold on. This would be the conversation.
Take your shirt off. No!
You wouldn't feel motivated?
Yeah, why would you feel motivated? That's all he's doing, Christian.
Like, don't you want to be a superhero for your dad? I was like, a superhero? No. Maybe just a swell guy. What do I do to be a swell guy?
He's a jerk.
Christian, I want you to take your shirt off. Listen, I have a price. It would be very ugly if you'd all hate it, but there's a price. Everyone, as $1 Million Man used to say, everyone has a price.
That you would do it?
If someone said $1 million, let's go.
Okay,
Who wants
you're
to see
no better than Andy Elliott then, because he's saying $1 million and he's gonna do you one better. He's gonna tell you how awful you are.
Yeah, he's handing me. Now, if he was handing me $1 million after that, first of all, that's good. I could use that to wipe the tears, and then I would take it, and my son would be taken care of. Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh my God, you two are gonna get divorced over the take your shirt off guy.
Yeah.
His name's Andy Elliott.
And his name's Jerkface.
No, that guy is a jerk, Lauren. I totally agree. He is
Thank you.
berating people. It's disgusting. Just go listen to a whole speech, please, before you guys make your judgment, is all I'm saying.
I'll do it today.
I understand how you can hear
Take your shirt off.
And I understand. But I'd like you to go and listen to his speech
Read
and
that
understand
text.
he is not just berating people to berate them and then walks off stage.
Mm-hmm.
He tells you, like, I want you to be the best version of you.
After he tears you down. There's other ways to, like, make people see instead of physically embarrassing them. Read the text that just came in.
This is our weekly Andy
This
Elliott
is it.
fight.
This person hit the nail on the head, and I love you, and high five today.
I get Lauren. I don't go to the gym to take care of myself physically because I'm busting my ass at 2 jobs, helping my wife around the house and our 5 kids. So I take care of all, so don't have time for anything else.
100%. And you mean to tell me that guy's not a superhero for his kids?
I don't need some a-hole that doesn't know me personally pointing out my faults. I grew up with someone doing that, and trust me, it didn't motivate me. It made me feel worse about myself and truly believed I was not good enough.
Get it. I love it. I love that comment. Thank you. High five to you too.
And that was our weekly Andy Elliott fight. It's Chapel Roan Pink Pony Club.
It's not over.
We'll do it again next week. It's Q92. Now the kid's a lot more active at home. The kid started walking this weekend, but I talked about how I was working in the basement with him last night. Turned around, the kid's trying to spray Windex in his mouth. Luckily, the lock was on, stopped it, and I asked the question. What was when your kid was like 1, 2, or 3, what was your poop moment? You turn around and you're like, I'd ask you, Jake, but you don't have any kids.
No.
So I don't want to, unless there's a
That
story.
I know of.
Yeah, that I know of. Who knows? That McDonald's days could come back to get you one day.
Jeez, Jake. Yeah.
You little stud.
He was out there fertilizing
Yeah.
the world.
He's like,
with
I
the
might have a
children
million
he doesn't know
kids.
about.
Hanging a TV, set the screwdriver down. Within 5 seconds, little one snagged it and started stabbing surge protector.
Oh my gosh.
Only 5 seconds later, and he's just putting it in
Surge
the outlet.
that's like, yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Our top shelf liquor got turned into top shelf cleaning products due to our children. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. When my daughter was in 1st grade, I got a call from school telling me that she had a Skittle stuck in her nose. They couldn't get it out, so when I came to pick her up, I asked her why she would stick a Skittle in her nose. She says, because my friend told me to. P.S. I literally made her blow her nose one time, and it came right out.
The school didn't make.
The school never thought of that?
See, my sister did that with a jelly bean on Easter, but she got it so lodged up in there, like they had to like.
Tweezer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They had to like lay her down, hold her down, and go up with like tweezers to pull it out.
Good Lord. When I was about 3 to 4, my dad left me in his van to run in the house. When he came out, I locked the door and wouldn't let him in. I knocked the van out of gear, and it rolled back and hit the neighbor's car across the street. LOL. Can you imagine her dad?
Oh my!
You come out and see the car rolling backwards
with your kid in it,
and it hits your neighbor's car.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's a no poop moment.
Yeah.
Daughter text message. Daughter was a little over a year old and had furniture
polish.
Had furniture, a bottle of furniture polish she grabbed, being in her walker, and put it in her mouth when I looked over and grabbed it from her.
Oh.
Jesus. That's stressing me out. You can't leave anything.
No, and you've got to watch, like, we actually had a friend who's
almost like when I'm cleaning my house, I want him out.
They had younger kids, or older kids, I mean, and they had like a playroom in the basement, and she would be on them all the time. Like, when you come up from the basement, you've got to close the door because their younger brother was in a walker.
Yeah.
He went down. One of their kids did not shut the door. He went down the steps. Thank God he was okay. But she rushed him to the emergency room. He had a hairline fracture on his collarbone, but he was like so lucky that he didn't hurt his head. Like, his head is what she was so worried about.
Thursday last week, my alternator died on the highway on my way to work. Repaired it over the weekend, $650 later. Yesterday, my ambient light sensor goes out in my car, causing a temp reading of negative 40 degrees. So my car's computer will not allow the AC to turn on.
Oh my gosh.
Shake my head, and it's 95. out today. Rage room.
Yeah, that'd make me angry.
Good Lord.
I'd be hangry. Get it? Not hungry and angry. I'd be hot and angry.
That is some car trouble right there.
It really is.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
not fun.
No, it sucks.
I have been coaching my son in every sport for years, and the parents are the worst.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down and STFU. You guys can figure that one out for yourself.
Yes.
If you want to coach, then come coach. That's the way I feel. It's to the point I don't even want to coach anymore. I don't blame you.
I'm telling you, they're having a hard time finding officials and also parent volunteers that will give their time to work with these kids. And because these parents are awful.
Yeah, they don't want to donate their free time.
Not only
to
that,
coach, but they want to criticize you and tell you how well they do if they were doing.
Well, and not only that, do you know how many games, basketball, football, whatever it is, I've sat through where the parents just absolutely harass the officials or the umpires or whatever, and it's like, you come do the job. You try and call the game. Like, come on. Those officials that are out, I don't care. Our kid has always been taught, I don't care whether you agree with the call or not. You had better respect the official. If we catch you not, you won't play. Part of playing is respecting your coaches, the coaching staff, your other players, your officials. Come on.
I think you can, but don't be disrespectful. I think you can argue if you don't think the call is
Listen,
right. But don't be disrespectful.
At that age, though, it's up to the coach to argue. If the coach really thought it was unfair, he should be walking up to the official going, hey, I don't think that was blah, blah, blah. But I have literally seen kids scream at officials how bad they suck. Like, to me, it's disgusting.
I would want to do it.
And I would be, I mean, we've seen it, and I've looked right at my son and been like, if that's ever you, I swear to God, you'll never play organized sports ever again. He's like, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to. I'd never ref. I wouldn't even want to coach. I would like to coach, but I wouldn't want to because parents would ruin it.
We had a kid removed from a gym at church screaming at the official like that. And as he's backing out with his mother, who ganked him from the court because she agreed with him, yelling at the ump, he's flicking everybody off as he's backing out of the gym.
Guns a-blazing, huh?
Yes.
Look at that. Heading out.
That was 2 seasons ago. So this is middle school ball.
It's not even school. It's church league?
Yes. This happened at church league. It was awful. I was like, I could not believe my eyes.
Music. It is Q92. Saw Backstreet Boys are going to Vegas in the Sphere.
That doesn't surprise me. That'll be good.
The only thing, and real quick.
Yeah.
The internet seemed like they just found out about Brian Luttrell, the one member's voice problems. And they're like,
that's been going on for a while, though, I thought.
Years, over a decade. And people are on TikTok like, what happened? Brian lost, can't sing no more. I'm like, guys, he has an actual medical condition.
Yeah, he does.
Like a true, he's been diagnosed with a vocal cord
issue,
like disease. Not I don't know if it's disease, but it's a.
Isn't it like stiffening, like almost like a form of arthritis or something?
Yeah,
yeah.
And sometimes it's worse than others, and sometimes, unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to perform like he used to. But it's like it's not. It's an actual medical condition that unfortunately he has, which is the worst thing possible for a singer.
Yeah.
And I actually commend the boys for not sticking with him, sticking by him.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And him decide not to just quit and leave and
another boy band? Another boy band?
Well, that wasn't because of injury.
I understand, but he still cut and run and left everybody in the dust.
Did not cut and run. They took a break.
Mm-hmm.
He happened to explode into a very good solo career, rather impressive one.
Now the boys are like, what about us? And he's like, just wait a minute.
I've got a tour.
I'm so busy.
I played you a clip from Joey Fatone. This is the year they're going to poop or get off the pot.
Yeah. Thank
he
God.
flat out said it.
Thank God.
SZA and Saturn. It's Q92. February gets a little better. I'm so over winter right now. I know it's only January and we are in no way done, but I'm just like.
Do you want another little nugget you can make fun of me for?
Sure.
I start taking a certain lesson in February too.
A lesson? I don't understand.
Taking ice skating lessons. With my sister.
Huh. At 41? It's time to take ice skating.
I know how to ice skate. They're just going to hone my skills.
What? So is there a competition coming up? Are you going to be on a reality TV show?
No, it's something that I wanted to do because I enjoy ice skating so much, but I feel like I could be a lot better at it.
Where does one even take?
Center Ice. It's right by my house. It's like, I don't know, 4 minutes from my front door.
Okay. Oh. So
I knew you'd like that one.
Ice skating lessons.
I debated whether I should tell you guys or not.
Lauren's about to have a nice lengthy break from work for a while. LOL. Yeah, if she's not murdered, she's going to have a broken neck. She's going to fall and break something. Text message. There we go. Encouragement.
Maybe,
already.
but I mean.
Someone put in a GIF or GIF of someone falling on ice skates on the text line.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
So that is, oh, man.
Someone gave the loser.
Yeah, that's ice skating.
Listen here. You're never too old to try new things, okay?
No, but you can be too old and not break something.
Oh, listen,
Your bones, you better get on some Boniva.
Are you kidding? I'm not that old, you jerkwad. And I eat yogurt every morning. I get enough calcium.
You better get on some Boniva. OMG, Baja. All I can picture is Modern Family, Fire and Nice, Mitchell and Claire. That was a great show, by the way. That was an underrated show. Just got to throw that out there. I loved that.
I think of like Blades of Glory because this will be comical.
Chaz Michaels. An ice-devouring sex tornado. Remember that? I love that movie.
I love that movie, too. I thought it was hilarious.
Man. Oh my God! We're talking about GPAs this hour because I was just saying how I don't necessarily like the 4.9, 4.8, and I said that I totally admitted that this is a topic that like is old man get off my lawn for me.
Yep.
As we're getting older, we're starting to get those opinions that like are ours now. We don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And there's things as you age that they go, no, it's stupid. I don't like it. It sucks. Get it out of here. That's a topic for me. The people getting over 4.0, not daughter, 4.2 or 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't get it. I was like, congratulations. I'm so glad you're doing well in school. You're awesome. I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, you're okay with it?
Yeah. I mean,
Jake has different issues with it than me.
My kid benefited from it. She got an
My
academic scholarship. Right.
Is literally benefiting from it right now, getting ready to go to Akron.
Yep.
Absolutely. Some text messages. I think that honor classes are 5 for an A, regular classes 4 for an A. At the end of the day, it's a number. I only graduated 8 years ago, and I feel old listening to this. It wasn't even like this 8 years ago. Imagine if you graduated back in the 1900s.
Right.
Before electricity.
I was the last year of the 1900s, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah.
99?
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. I was 97. She's doing all the extras and college classes for the dance teacher.
That must be from Megan.
There's a 4.9, yeah. Yep. ZDP Wrench Monkey. I graduated with a 1.42 GPA. Granted, I never planned to go to college, but I feel like a GPA is pointless unless college is in your future plans. I did, however, score a 98 on my ASVAB, which is the test for enlisting into the military, and can be used as a substitution.
It can.
For the SATs. Is that out of 100?
I'm not sure what the scale is, but I do know you can use your ASVAB score in place
98
of.
sounds great. Sounds great. Let me see. Whoever texted in the tacos, I love the enthusiasm.
Super great.
But we want to take that energy.
Tacos and burritos.
We want to take that energy and we want to transfer it over to Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X. That's the live video feed, and that's where we're going to pick a finalist from. I just say that because I want you to have a chance to become a finalist. So love it. Love that you're listening. Love you're engaged. Love that you want to become a finalist. But I want you to go do that right now on Facebook, YouTube, or X, just so you have a good chance to become a finalist. I hate how they teach math now to kids. LOL.
Listen, I agree with you. When my kids were in elementary school and like early middle school, I used to have to YouTube the Common Core math methods so I could help them with their homework.
2 plus 2 is 4.
I would show them how to do long division, and my daughter would literally have like nearly a nervous breakdown because she was like, "No, I can't do it that way. I have to show my work. They're going to mark points off."
1 and 1 is 2. How do you know that? Because I added them.
Right. Because I know
Show me
this
how you
is
added
true.
them. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2.
Right. Like 1.
Are you satisfied? I guess so. I guess that's Common Core.
Yeah.
Okay, again, let me see here. AP classes are typically 5.0 value classes, and non-AP classes are typically 4.0
There you go.
value classes. Let me see. Yeah, the ZDP Wrench guy said, yeah, he got 98 out of 100.
That's awesome.
Good for you. That's pretty good. My GPA, I don't even think I was at 3. I think I was 2 something, if I'm going to be fully honest. I believe I was a 2.7. I had a little bit of everything on my report cards. I had A's. I had B's. Never failed anything in high school.
Neither did I.
Never failed anything in high school. I did see, not a lot, but there were times there was a D.
How'd that go over at home?
Not well.
Yeah.
Papa Bigglesworth, not a fan.
We're lucky. Our kids have really taken to school. Like even my son, I was a little worried, a little shaky for him, in middle school and stuff because he hated school. Gotcha. But he's doing well. So, and he's on to AP history next year.
What was your GPA when you graduated?
I don't remember, but I know that I got a letter for my Letterman jacket. So it was good.
For academics?
Yeah. It was a genie. It was like a lamp, like a genie lamp.
No!
I reckon it was pretty good.
What'd you play? School. This is my school.
I didn't put it on my phone.
Like a book?
I had it. I could have.
Like a book and a pencil on your...
They still do it. Like both my kids have academic letters.
Following
in their mama's footsteps.
I wonder... He's a 4-year letterman in English. I'm not amazed, but I'm kind of amazed at how truly big she's become.
Sabrina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She's really talented. When she was here,
she's everywhere now. I mean, and she was a huge part of the SNL 50-year celebration show over the weekend. She was a huge part of it.
Well, it's so funny because, Marin's super modest. And just last week, she was like, can you send me that picture of me and Sabrina together? Because I have a couple pictures of them hanging out back, when she was here. I was like, sure. She's now starting to claim it. When she was in school and stuff, she would never tell any of her friends any of the experiences she had. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And I get it. She didn't want to be that girl, bragging and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But, she had a lot of cool experiences, but she wouldn't own it. Now with Sabrina, she's like, guess what?
Yeah.
Because she loves her and she's gotten so big. I mean,
so big.
But
so
think
huge.
about that. That's a testament. How many times has that happened? We've had in Bieber, we had in Miley, we had in, let's see, trying to think of Sabrina for sure. They've become these mega Maroon 5. They've become these mega bands and they were here.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's super
cool. And every
cool.
day, you do a show with the former guitar player from the Broken Toasters.
That is true. I don't know. You kind of ruin it, though, with the Andy Elliott loving. It kind of takes a little bit of shine off of that.
It's not love, it's just understanding. All right?
Which I don't understand how you understand. Since you said you'd run screaming from his show if you went and they called you up.
I'd show up in a fake muscle man outfit.
You don't think you'd be able to tell? It'd be awesome though if you took off your shirt and that was on underneath
Just like
it.
nudging everybody like with my elbow, like out of my way. I'm motivated. That's going to do it for us. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much for having us on this morning, listening to us on the radio, Q92radio.com. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X, thank you so much. Thank you to the request for Your Call Wednesday. Good job there. Thank you to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame for joining us as well, like he does tomorrow. It's Thursday. Closer and closer to a weekend.
We're scooting that way. Yeah.
Closer and closer to a back in the day weekend.
Yes, it is a back in the day weekend. I always love these weekends. That's called a cleaning weekend.
It's going to be a great one. Again, Nicolina in here next, Keller in the afternoon, Ryan at night, live and local radio from your locally owned radio station. As always, glad to be that. And that's going to do it for us. So, Jake, what you got?
I love you. Bye.
There you go. It's Gigi Perez. Sailor song. I like this one. It's Q92.